Akens Eagles have elected to kick the ball. Your Del Valle Cardinals will receive it. So Del Valle with a high-powered running offense looking to come out on their first possession after this kickoff and see what the legs of Fred Wilson and Jacob Drury can do, Chris.
Yeah, Chance, this is started district play, and this first series is going to show us what we're all about. And the team we saw last week, as we talked in pregame, this is a new team. This is a new Del Valle squad, same beautiful jerseys, beautiful red with the gray matted helmets.
Yes, sir.
But I tell you what, if this is if the team we saw last week comes out and performs like they know how to, we can get a district W, start things off right, Chance. And these are the games that matter. These are it, man.
Yes, sir. So back to receive the kick is number 1, Jamin Middleton, who's coming through very nicely as a wide receiver, as well as, I believe, Emmanuel Martin, if I can make sure that number is right over on the other end. The kicker for the Akens Eagles, as soon as I can get his number. Akens Eagles traveling very nicely tonight. They've got the dark blue pants with the white jerseys, blue highlights, blue numbers, very nice gold helmets, or blue helmets with gold wings on the sides. Number 17 is the kicker, and that is Jose Arras for the Akens football team. Got those nice bright yellow
I was going to mention that.
On.
Those are something, aren't they, Chance?
The kick is up. It's a nice, high, deep one, and it is going to be taken at the 6 and out to the 20. Breaking some tackles, making some moves, and finally brought down at about the 29-yard line. And that was number 10, James Gardner, on that return. Very nice field position to start this game out for your Eagles. For your Cardinals.
Chance, you can.
Battle of the birds here, man. I've got to from flipping them around.
The battle of the birds. I like what you got going on there. Hey, I can feel the district play in the air. All the fans are still standing. It's a great crowd tonight. We'll see what is in store.
So David Gutierrez is standing back under center. He's got 3 wide receivers to the near side, and it is Fred Wilson in the backfield all alone. David takes a snap, hands it off to Fred, who runs around to the right side, and they are going from south to north, and he gets nowhere. Actually going to get they're going to get him back to the line of scrimmage, but that first carry nets no yards, which is kind of typical for our outside running game.
Yeah, and if I'm Akins today, I'm definitely going to want to keep Drury from busting those big shots because, as you know, when Drury gets a chance, he can take it all the way, Chance.
Yes, sir. So David Gutierrez back in the pistol formation, same setup, 3 wide receivers to the near side. Handoff, quick throw out to the left, to the right, and it is number 18. That is Nathaniel Washington, who has shown that he's got good hands on those quick patterns like that.
Well, Chance, that was a wide receiver screen, and number 10, James Gardner, made a great block on the outside there to bust that open for a good first down, 10-yard gain.
So 2 plays, a first down, and your Del Valle Cardinals are moving down the field. They're now at the 39-yard line. There's 11:09 and counting in the game. And same formation, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side still. Fred Wilson still in the backfield by himself, and David Gutierrez looks under center after checking the sideline. Puts a man in motion. That is James Garner from right to left. And the handoff to Wilson right up the middle, lowers his shoulders and lowers the boom, getting about a great 6-yard carry. Unfortunately, there's some laundry on the field, but what a run by Fred Wilson.
Yeah, and that's what Wilson's known for, Chance, putting that head down and getting those tough yards.
Man, he lowered that linebacker. It looked like number 30 for
Matthew Bandera right there.
Yes, sir. Yeah. One of the captains for the Akens Eagles, and the penalty does go against the Eagles. So first penalty of the night goes against the visitors, and it's a big one. It's going to be a nice little 10-yard penalty, so it must have been a holding call or a face mask call. Well, missed the actual call.
Yeah. Bandera just found out who Mr. Wilson is on the 4th play. So.
All right, so your Cardinals are lining back up, and it looks like they're going to stick with their same formation. 3 wide to the near side. David Gutierrez gets under center. Fred Wilson still in the game. A snap, roll to the left. Fred Wilson takes the snap, and he's gobbled up quickly in the backfield by the Akens Eagles, and he's going to take about a 7-yard loss on that one.
Yeah, number 51, Josh Tomo for Akens right there. Chance, he was in the backfield. Wilson almost got around that corner, and he had a lot of daylight over there. Unfortunately, by the time he got the ball, he was in nowhere land.
All right, well, they're going to change things up a little bit for us here at Del Valle, and now we have 4 wide receivers, 3 to the near side. Pistol formation. David Gutierrez waiting for the snap. Fred Wilson to behind him. It's a snap and a quick handoff right at the middle, and Fred Wilson, nice stiff arm. He's back to the original line of scrimmage and then some. He gets all the way out to the 26-yard line on the Akins side of the field, 9:46 and counting. This team is moving, folks.
2 beautiful stiff arms, Chance. I mean, golly. Wilson is playing. He's bringing the boom tonight, and I tell you what, this is the start that Del Valle needed to open district play, and it was one of our issues is starting the game. This is how you start a game right here.
Absolutely, Chris. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Looks like David Gutierrez is going to stay under center. Fred Wilson still in the game. Man in motion from right to left, putting trips on the far side. We have a flag coming in. Going to have a false start against your Eagles. First penalty for the Eagles, a short little 5-yarder.
Looked like the tackle right there jumped a little too soon. I really look for Gutierrez to have a big game tonight, Chance. I mean, he's only thrown the ball once, but for the listeners, he throws quick slants and wide receiver screens, and it's something he's capable of.
Well, this is a stingy defense, so the fact that our running game is working, we're controlling the clock, this is a very important drive, and it shows it's a very important measuring stick for this team tonight.
You're exactly right, Chance.
4 wide receivers, trips to the near side. David Gutierrez lines up back in the pistol formation. Fred Wilson still in the game. Ball is now at the Akins 33-yard line, 38-yard line. Another pass over the middle and incomplete. Intended target was James Garner. He was open over the middle, and unfortunately the pass was just not quite there.
And that's where they like to work the field, Chance, right in the middle, those quick screens. You got basically 1 receiver and 2 safeties. If he can catch it and beat those guys, he's off to the races.
So David Gutierrez is looking to the sideline. Another interesting stat for you, Chris. The Akins Eagles have 32 seniors on their team. We suit 32 players.
Wow.
And we have 5 of them that's not suited tonight.
Wow.
Spread again for your Del Valle Cardinals, 2 to each side, David Gutierrez takes a snap, passes it quickly to the flat, and it is gobbled up quickly for another loss, maybe not quite a loss, back to the original line of scrimmage. But we are now looking at a very long 3rd down, 9:30 on the clock to end the first quarter, 3rd and 15.
Well, this is the position we do not want to be in, Chance. We struggle from this position. I'm sure Coach has, over this week, though, has put a couple plays in to where we can manage this week. Last week, we didn't really have an answer for the long 3rd and 10s or above that. So here we are at 3rd and 14. Let's see what Del Valle worked on in practice.
4 wide, man in motion from left to right. David takes a snap. Looking to his right. Stepping up in the pocket. Throws to his right. Nice bomb pass, but it is thrown out of bounds. His intended target, number 21, Emmanuel Martin. Not really David Gutierrez's style of play. He has a problem with the long ball, but it's good to see Coach isn't giving up on that.
Yeah, and you know what, Chance? That was actually a pretty nice developed play. He had a man there, got hit right as he threw, but I like what I see on a 3rd and 14 to have that available in the back pocket.
What I like to see also was that the offensive line gave David protection. He had to move around a little bit, but he stepped up and made the throw. So they're going to stick with it. It is 4th and 15, 8:55 on the clock.
Yeah,
and they are at the Akins 32-yard line. The snap, empty backfield, 5 wide, and David's throwing the ball over the middle high, and it is intercepted by the Akins Eagles and brought down at about the 14-yard line. No harm, no foul on that penalty, if you think about it. I mean, he couldn't punt the ball, couldn't really get a field goal. I really don't think that's going to hurt these Eagles hurt the Cardinals at all.
And that's right before that play. I was trying to sneak in. They're kind of in no man's land. It's like, what do you do? You know, this is high school once again, folks. So anything out of the 25-yard line, you bring in a kicker. You know, it's dangerous in high school. I'd say 50% of the time he's going to miss it. So that interception, like you said, it's no harm, no foul. In fact, they got it at the 15-yard line. It worked out better for him. So
the Del Valle Cardinals offense starts out on their own 29, ends on their Akins 14. So not a bad drive on their opening drive. Now it's time for the Akins offense to step up, and it's 4 wide, single back, shotgun formation. Handoff is right up to middle to their running back, Robert Alexander, Keenan Lockhart, and he is actually going to get about a half a yard on the carry. Nice job by the Cardinal defense.
Yeah, number 25, Cameron Wilkins, got there in the backfield, Chance, and that's something that we struggled with last week, and Coach talked about it in the interview. We have guys playing on both sides of the ball. When you're playing 127 snaps, you're going to get a little tired. So the run is something to look. It's something to look forward to at the beginning of the game and stop it and see if we can continue that throughout the game as our guys get more and more tired.
Well, the Del Valley Cardinals have taken a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. We want to give a real quick love to one of our sponsors, our title sponsors, Hit the Spot Cafe. Hit the Spot Cafe is a unique Texas full-service cafe serving home-style food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that will delight your taste buds and your soul. They're in a quaint little spot offering the pleasantness of the past in a tranquil atmosphere. There's been a well-kept secret here in Del Valley, Texas, and that is Hit the Spot Cafe. Home-cooked food for only 3 minutes east on Highway 71. You'll find us inside the Garfield Library. Now, folks, that's not a mistake. They are actually inside the library. I've eaten there. Outstanding food. Please check out Hit the Spot Cafe. Just a short drive east on 71. Come out and see them. So the Akins Eagles are going to line up pretty quickly after that timeout. We've got 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. The quarterback, Mike Gonzalez, and his running back lined up to his left, Keenan Lockhart. The snap, the hold, he throws a big bomb out to the right side, and not going to happen. Incomplete pass. Well defended. Had 2 red jerseys on his intended target. His intended target, Jermaine Thomas.
Yeah, and there's Middleton, one of Del Valley's top corners. I haven't seen a man catch a ball on him all season, Chance, to be honest with you, and the guy has 0 pass interference calls. He plays the ball, he turns around, he finds it, and look for an interception tonight. That's one of my calls, so be ready for that.
So Mike Gonzalez back in the shotgun, hands the ball off to his running back this time, who stumbles in the backfield, allowing the Cardinal defense to catch up to him. No gain and actually a loss. Keenan Lockhart, the running back on that play.
Yeah, that looked like, once again, I believe that was Wilkins coming up and making a great tackle after he had stripped one off. The Del Valley backfield's pretty big, Chance. They got a big running back, a big quarterback. We just saw the quarterback's arm. I mean, the boy can heave the ball. So secondary's got to keep everything in front of him, and that linebacking core has got to make sure I know the secondary's last line of defense, but I'd say tonight the linebackers need to be that last line of defense.
So just over a minute is how long the Akins Eagles had the football. It is 3 and out, and a big punter up on their number 90. That's Valente Medell, and he kicks a boomer, and it's picked up by number 21. That's Emmanuel Martin. He picks it up at about the 48-yard line, and he gets all the way to the Akins 30, if I'm going to get that spot right. We'll make that the Akins 31. Nice punt return by Emmanuel Martin.
Yeah, we saw it last week. He's got the wheels, Chance, and I mean he's one of those guys where the only thing you got to call is he gone, because that's all it takes for him. Once he gets going, yeah, he gone.
Yeah. I am still a little amazed by the size of the Akins punter right now.
Yeah, that was. I mean, we went from a quarterback and a running back that probably were 500 together, and add him to the pot. You're looking at it.
Valente Medell, who plays defensive end, is also the kicker and the punter for the Akins Eagles. So your Del Valley Cardinals back on the field. David Gutierrez under center. He has 3 wide receivers, puts a man in motion from left to right, so 2 to the bottom. It's a handoff to Fred Wilson right up the middle, and he is going to get about 4 yards, make that 3 yards on the carry. He had 3 white jerseys on him, but that didn't stop him from getting some positive yards.
Yeah, so far, Chance, I like what these big boys are doing up front. I mean, he had a little hole to the left, but he followed 3 guys that had helmet on helmets, and they were driving back about 7 yards right there. It's what you'd like to see early in the game.
Well, James Garner is coming off the field on his own. He's hopefully will be back on the field, but he does appear to have a injury of some kind. We will wish him the best. Not a player we need to lose right now. Any players we need to lose on already a short-handed Del Valley team, but we know that they'll find the depth where they need to find it. So your Cardinals are lining back up, 3 wide receivers. David Gutierrez barking his play to his offensive line. Under center, takes the snap, takes the snap, he hands it directly off to Fred Wilson. Fred Wilson gets about 2 yards, but he's pulled down pretty quickly, but still able to get a good couple of positive yards on that carry.
Yeah, Patrick Dickerson for Akins came in there, Chance, and almost let up that tackle, but he was able to grab the jersey. If not, Del Valley may have had 6 points on the board right there.
So quick substitution on the line for your Eagles. That's Isaiah Torres, who just came in. He just relieved Darius Gillespie, excuse me. So we're looking at the same formation, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the top. David Gutierrez under center. Single back. And the handoff is to Fred Wilson up the middle. He lowers his shoulders one more time and carries the pile forward about another 2 to 3 yards. So we're going to have again, manageable fourth down for this Del Valle Cardinal team. 4th and 2, 5:50 on the clock and counting. And they are at the Akens, I'm trying to get this for you, 24-yard line.
Looks like they're bringing in a new set right here. A field goal.
Yeah.
A field goal try.
David Campos, your holder for Luis Escalante. Luis Escalante coming up big last week with the unscripted 2-point conversion.
Del Valle needs to hurry and get lined up. They just had 1 man
seconds.
run on the field.
6 seconds. 3 seconds. Snap, the hold, the kick, and
that's pretty
good.
Wow, that's
so your
good.
Del Valle Cardinals take they're waving it off as no good. I guess we didn't have the angle here up on the booth. I apologize, folks. I was about to call the second lead that Del Valle Cardinals had this season, but I apologize. That is a kick that went no good. Didn't see which way it went. The refs didn't call it left or right, but the attempted field goal is no good, so your score is still 0-0 here at the Del Valle ISD Veterans Memorial Stadium with 5:17 left on the clock.
Well, Chance, there's 3 of us up here, and right now we were celebrating. Maybe the perceptions, it looked right down the middle with an extra 20 yards to spare.
So Akins back on the field, 4 wide receivers, trips to the bottom. Handoff to his running back, to Keenan Lockhart, who runs out to the left side as they go south to north, and he is swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage for about a 3-yard loss.
And there's Fred Wilson. You call his name as running back, and then he gets on defense and making plays like that. Beautiful tackle, Chance, for a loss. He's got 2 tackles now, 2 for loss.
So the Akins Eagles lining back up pretty quickly, looking to their sideline for the call. They have trips to the top. Keenan Lockhart lined up to the the left side of his quarterback, Mike Gonzalez. Mike Gonzalez takes a snap, keeps it, and is driven to the turf. Great sack by this Del Valle Cardinal defense. Was that number 54?
There
was that
he is,
Darius Gillespie?
Mr. Gillespie. He's one of my favorite. I love saying his name. Chance, we must have said it 15 times last week. What a play by Mr. Gillespie.
Man, he dropped him, speared him, took him to the turf. Great sack by this Del Valle Cardinal defense. This defense has definitely stepped up this week so far. The Akins is lined back up. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Mike Gonzalez looking for an adjustment. Switches his running back to his right side. Keenan Lockhart, the snap. He's looking to his left. His right. I had it right the first time. Looking to his left, threw to his left. His intended target, Evan Rivera. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, once again, 3 and out, Chance. This is a whole new team that we're seeing, and the improvement is shown from week 1 now to week 3. I like what we've seen so far. We've seen 2 drives. Del Valle's had a chance to score on. One we kind of were in no man's land, went for it. As far as Akins goes, they can't get anything going because this Del Valle defense has come out to play and play hard. They are, Chance.
Yes, sir. 2 3 and outs, just like you mentioned, Chris, for this Del Valle defense. Great job by them. The Akins, a huge kicker, muffs the kick. He muffs the. Oh! The ball is up. The Cardinals could scoop it up and get in.
Touchdown!
The Eagles have just gone into a touchdown. There's a bad snap gone to the kicker, big boy Valente Medel for the Akins Eagles. He gets hit trying to scoop it up to get the punt away. Your Del Valle Cardinals scoop it up and run it in. 6 points are on the board with 3:48 left in the first quarter. Welcome to district play, Akins.
Woo! You gotta love it, Chance. I didn't know a punter of that size could be hit that hard, folks. He bobbled the snap, went to punt it anyway, and somebody came through and laid the boom on big 99.
Big number 90, that would be Valente Medel. He got decleated. That was a huge hit.
And once again, we see the special teams making these huge plays, Chance, and you gotta love that in district play, home opener, baby.
You might have a Benjamin De La Cruz with iMark Properties play of the game right there, folks. The extra point is up. It's bad snap again. It's thrown up for anybody and knocked down. So no 2-point conversion. Don't know if that was scripted or not, but didn't look scripted at all. The holder, David Campos, takes the snap off the turf, gets up and tries to make something happen like Luis Escalante did last week. Unfortunately, it didn't, but it did fall incomplete. So your Del Valle Cardinals still holding the lead here, 6-0 over the Akins Eagles at Del Valle ISD Veterans Memorial Stadium. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it'll be back to another or more exciting Del Valle Cardinal football right here on the KMAC Radio Networks, KMAC Sports Network at KMACsports.com.
Looking for a fresh way to fuel your day? Cabo Bob's Burritos has quality burritos, tacos, bowls, and salads. Our tortillas, salsa, and guacamole are made daily from the freshest ingredients. You can pick one of our specials or build your own dish. We offer natural beef, chicken fajitas, shredded pork, and brisket. Vegetarians? We've got you covered too. Come try our 17 veggie burrito. We're located at 500 East Ben White near the Walmart Supercenter. Cabo Bob's Burritos. Fuel for the journey.
Welcome back to the Del Valle ISD Veterans Memorial Stadium. And this is the KMAC Sports Network, and you are listening to Del Valle football right here on KMACsports.com. This is the Hit the Spot broadcast, Hit the Spot Cafe broadcast of Del Valle football. We greatly appreciate Hit the Spot for coming on. Man, we may have just seen the play of the game leading to that score for the Eagles. The Eagles just kicked off to for the Cardinals. The Akins Eagles just received a very high pooch kick at about the 32-yard line on the Akins side of the field. Again, they are going south to north. Del Valle did a great job coming in on that muff punt by their punter, Valente Medell. He got depleted, the big boy did. The Eagles were able to scoop up the ball. Did you happen to see which number that was of the Cardinals that was able to get that ball in there?
I didn't, Chance. We were going so crazy in the booth, and the excitement level was so much that I don't even think that we got a chance to. It was one of those plays where it's just the whole team. Everybody was surrounding the ball right there. Everybody was there to make a play, and here we go.
So the Akins Eagles come out with 4 wide, and the pass goes over the middle, looks to be complete, and the quarterback for the Akins Eagles takes a shot right after he releases the ball. Mike Gonzalez gets popped. Flag comes in. We're waiting to see the call. It's probably going to be roughing the passer. It is against Del Valle, and it is against roughing the passer, so that will be an automatic first down after the complete catch, which happened at the 50. So they got about 15 yards on the reception. Now they're going to get another 15 added onto that. So the Akins Eagles started at the 32-yard line, and after penalties in play are now at the Del Valle 35-yard line. Akins lines up with 3 wide receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Quick snap, and again the quarterback taking another shot by Darius Gillespie, and it is a complete pass out to his wide receiver, Jermaine Thomas, who's going to get another 20 yards on that reception. Suddenly the Akins Eagles are moving the football.
Yeah, and the Akins quarterback right there, he's questioning the ref on that hit too, but I tell you what, I like what Del Valle's doing, getting a helmet on the quarterback. He's going to think twice, maybe sitting in the pocket a little long there, Chance.
Akins lines up quickly, gets the play quickly. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the near side, single back. Mike Gonzalez looking for the snap. Keenan Lockhart is single back. And it is a handoff to Keenan Lockhart, who bounces it out to the right side, breaks a couple of tackles, and still on his feet, finally gets dropped at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, he didn't want to go down right there, Chance. I mean, he must have broke about 3 tackles. It's very important for Del Valle to stop the big play from happening, which they've done on this drive. We saw last week it was 2 plays, touchdowns. So make Akins work for it, and maybe a mistake is on the way.
This is the 3rd offensive series for Akins. They're finally getting the ball moving. And they are threatening inside the 5. They're at the 4-yard line. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the near side. Handoff to, snap to the quarterback, who keeps it himself. Who gets popped at the 5, maybe the 5.5-yard line. So Mike Gonzalez, who kept the ball and rolled out to his right, gets drilled at about the 5.5-yard line.
There's that man again, not Gillespie this time, but Wilkins. Chance came in and laid the boom. This quarterback for Akins has already taken about 3 to 4 shots
on this drive alone. He's taking a shot on every snap, actually.
And, I mean, that's what this sport's about. And one of the key things is, you want to hit the quarterback. You want to hit him well. You want him to remember that.
Mike Gonzalez takes the snap. It's a bad snap, goes over his head. He's got 2 Cardinals on his tailpipe. He goes down and takes the loss. So now we're going to be looking at a huge 3rd down. We went from 2nd and 6 to 3rd and a mile, 3rd and 17, 1:53 on the clock and counting. Akins looking to try to get on the board here before the end of the first quarter. The Cardinals doing all they can to keep them out of the end zone. Akins lines up with 5 wide receivers, no one in the backfield. Mike Gonzalez looking for the snap. Trips to the near side. He takes a snap, looks to his right, throws to his right, into the end zone. Touchdown,
wow.
Eagles.
Wow, what a snag, Chance. He even got hit on the tail end of that catch.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the number of the young man. That looked like it was Larry Stiles, man. He put a hit on that wide receiver. Wide receiver for the Akins Eagles. That was actually Keenan Lockhart, who came out. He lined up in the wide receiver slot and got him a touchdown out of it.
Yeah, the quarterback there put the ball in there. I was waiting for it to pop out as soon as he got popped, but he held on to it right there.
So Mike Gonzalez takes the snap and holds for his kicker, who is Jose Arias, who kicks it up and good. So now you are now looking at a score of 7-6. Stand by. We have a flag on the penalty, or a flag on the penalty. We have a penalty on the extra point. It is waved off by the Cardinals. The extra point is good. So 1:29 left in the first quarter. Akins leads your Cardinals 7-6. We're going to keep it right here to finish out the quarter. Brother, that was a very fast drive, and it's what we've seen the first 2 weeks with the Cardinals. The first 2 drives for Akins, obviously 3 and out. Great job by this defense, this Cardinal defense. What do you think happened on that drive that allowed them to get down the field so quickly?
Well, it was one of those things like we've seen. I think you do gotta remember these offensive players are playing defense as well. We got running backs playing linebacker, and they're tired out there. And on that drive, we saw it. But the difference from tonight, I can already see from last week, is that we were giving up the home run chance, 80 yards, 60 yards. Tonight, we're going to make Akins work for it. And I tell you what, they almost fumbled the ball right before that touchdown pass, which is what you want to do to these offenses here in high school football. Let them make the mistakes.
So Jose Arias is back to kick the ball away to your Del Valle Cardinals one more time, and it's up. Nice kick, going to bounce in and out of the back of the end zone, or out of the side of the end zone. So the ball will come out to the 25-yard line for your Del Valle Cardinals. They got the ball at the 29-yard line their first drive and almost got in the end zone. So doesn't seem to be a question of field position tonight for this Del Valle offense. Back on that last drive, last week we had an issue with the middle linebackers giving up the big run. This week, looks like the safeties and the defensive backs are having some issues keeping the big pass plays away.
Yeah, that's something that we definitely got to keep an eye on, Chance, throughout this game and see if we can shut that down.
So, your Del Valle Cardinals back on offense. David Gutierrez in the shotgun, looks for the snap with 4 wide receivers, and it's a handoff right up the middle to Fred Wilson. Fred Wilson breaks 3 tackles, spins out of another one, spins out of a 4th one, and finally taken down after a 10-yard gain. You're looking at a first down on 1 carry for Fred Wilson.
Yeah, we'll call that 6 broken tackles right there, Chance. It started at 3, and I think it ended at about 6. But once again, we see that great running by Wilson, and if he continues that tonight, we can control the clock, Chance.
Controlling the clock, controlling the tempo of the game. That is what these Cardinals need to do. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the near side. Fred Wilson in the backfield. David Gutierrez takes the snap and hands it back off to Fred Wilson right up the middle. This time the Akins Eagles were ready for it. He still gets about 6 inches on the play, so it's still positive yardage.
Well, here we go, Chance, getting a new Del Valle does a lot of substitutions, as we can see on offense, but they also got guys, once again, playing defense and offense. Subbing those guys in will keep everything fresh, and we're seeing more than what we saw in the first 2 weeks. So maybe it's a learning experience for the coaches, too, as you continue week to week.
So 3 wide receivers, 2 to the top, 32 seconds on the clock and counting to end the first quarter. David Gutierrez under center, man in motion from right to left to right, and the handoff is actually to Emmanuel Martin, who comes in to play running back on this play. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more before 3 white jerseys grab him and take him down.
This is the first time we've seen Martin, I think, in 3 weeks now come into the game, and I'm just going to piggyback off of what I said. We're moving people in and out of different positions, keeping fresh legs, and you like to see that from this coaching staff, Chance.
So coming to the end of the first quarter, quick correction. That last carry was done by number 25, Cameron Wilkins, for your Del Valle Cardinals. And the end of the first quarter comes to a close. Del Valle trails the Akins Eagles by 1. It is 7-6 here at Del Valle ISD Veterans Memorial Stadium. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll come back to the iHeartRadio Game of the Week right here at Del Valle ISD Veterans Memorial Stadium and KMACSports.com.
Food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that will delight your taste buds and feed your soul. If you haven't been to Hit the Spot Cafe, you're missing out. Come visit us and treat yourself to the most delicious meals this side of the Alamo. We use only the freshest ingredients. And don't forget dessert. It really hits the spot. Open daily from 6 a.m. till 8:30 at night. Hit the Spot Cafe, just 3 minutes east on Highway 71. You'll find us inside the Garfield Library at 2151 Albert Brown Drive in Del Valley.
Welcome back to Del Valley ISD Veterans Memorial Stadium and the Hit the Spot Cafe broadcast of Del Valley football right here on KMAC Sports. Your your Del Valley Cardinals lining back up at offense. They came out with 4 wide receivers, and they do a nice little pass off to your backup running back, Cameron Wilkins, who was able to pick up about 6 yards on that pass. Very nicely done by your Del Valley Cardinals. They lined up very quickly coming into the second quarter. It's 11:41 and counting. Akins leads 7-6 over Del Valley. We are now looking at a 4th and 4, and Del Valley is at their own 41-yard line, and it looks like Coach is going to punt it away.
Going to be the first punt of the night, Chance. Let's see what we got here coming off of last week. 32-yard average punt.
And it is a high snap over to punter's head. He picks it up, and he's trying to make something happen. He gets it off rugby style. Nicely done by the punter.
Wow, Chance.
Escalante. Look at this. Unbelievable. Horrible snap. Goes over Luis Escalante's head. He has 4 white jerseys surrounding him. He gets it off rugby style. He gets it off from the 30-yard line all the way down to the Akins Eagles' 12-yard line. What a job by Luis Escalante.
Chance, and I'm going to one-up you, actually, that he juked 2 guys just to have room to kick it, and I believe he actually punted that ball from the 25-yard line, and now it's down, you said we got about the 10-yard line? Wow, what a punt.
Nice, outstanding job by Luis Escalante. He's showing how well he can be and how important he can be for this special teams.
Yeah, Chance, that play was huge. It was something that we wanted to see some of these guys make big plays. That's points that Akins could have got right there.
So Akins with 4 wide, 2 to each side, throws it to his right side, and he is driven back hard. The wide receiver on that play, number 22, Jermaine Thomas, takes the ball on a nice little flat pass, but unfortunately unable to have anything happen before your Del Valley Cardinals come in and scoop him and take him to the turf.
Yeah, Middleton came in there, Chance, and laid the boom, baby. I thought that ball was going to squirt out there for a second.
Well, Mike Gonzalez threw a floater over there. If he'd have thrown more of a bullet pass, we might have seen a bigger play there by the Akins Eagles. 4 wide receivers, and we got everybody moving on the Akins side except for the center. So call them a U-Haul truck. Everybody's on the move.
Yeah. There he is, folks. Chance with his great lines, baby. You got to love him. But
go ahead right now. The Akins Eagles are going to back it up 5 yards, so we're going to go from a 2nd and about 8 to now 2nd and 13 with 10.5 minutes on the clock and counting. Akins coming out with 4 wide receivers, 3 at the top. Keenan Lockhart, your wide receiver. Gonzalez takes the snap. Throws a big floater over to the right side over the head of his intended target, which was Jermaine Thomas. He looked back at the ref, maybe thinking about complaining about a pass interference call, but it was well over his head, so it wasn't worth arguing about.
Yeah, Chance said, agreed. That ball was uncatchable. It almost hit the Gatorades over there on the sidelines, and I think when 22 was running back to the huddle, maybe a couple of his guys were like, maybe now's not a good time to argue that point. Let's keep the refs, happy for right now.
So Mike Gonzalez, the quarterback for the Akins Eagles, calling out his plays. Got 4 wide receivers, 3 at the top, single back. Takes the snap, looks to his left, dumps it over to his wide receiver over the middle, and he is going to break a few tackles before he's finally driven down at the 20-yard line. So he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage plus about 7, 8 more. So now the Akins Eagles will be looking at a 4th and about 2-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice screen call that was called there by Akins, Chance. We have actually calling 3 games now. I've yet to see a screen from either team, but the reason that was stopped and it's 4th down now is because those men up front who were 5 yards behind the pass chased him down and were able to catch him. That's a great hustle by the defensive line right there.
So Akins is going to line up to punt the ball away with 4th and 2 with 9:26 and counting, or not counting, but Valente Medel is back, takes the snap, kicks the ball away with no issues this time, gets it out to the Del Valley 47-yard line and is being taken to the the Eagle 40-yard line. And the returner on that,
Larry Stiles right there,
Stiles.
Chance. I really like what the special teams has done tonight. We've seen 3 great returns. Got some laundry on the field, though, as we just saw. It's over by the Del Valley sideline. Look like coach is arguing right now, so we'll see what that's about.
well, there unofficially been 4 penalties so far. That makes the 4th one, again, unofficially. This will be the 3rd one against the Akins Eagles. So far, I believe the Del Valley Cardinals have only suffered 1 penalty tonight. Congratulations to them for getting the penalties under control. Waiting for the call by the ref, and they're marching it off against the Del Valley Cardinals.
Looks like it's going to be a spot foul, Chance, because he caught that at the 45, and they're not bringing it back that far. So it looks like at the tail end of that run, there was a penalty there, maybe on the sidelines.
Well, they're going to keep it first down, so whatever it is, it's a replay of down. So 1st and 10 with 9:12 on the clock. Akins Eagles lead your Del Valley Cardinals 7-6. The Cardinals are on the 49-yard line. It's a handoff to Drury. Not Drury. That is Cameron Wilkins, who's seeing some playing time tonight. This is about his 3rd carry of the night, and he's going to get up to the 40-yard line. So nice little 9-yard scamper by that young man.
Yeah, very nice chance. Between Wilkins, Drury, and who's our Wilson, you're talking about 3 guys that are key guys on defense, and I think the coaches recognize that. And what they've done is they've gone to a 3-man system, rotating everybody in and out because they're going to be starters on defense. They're playing the whole way on defense. So I like what they're doing there on the coach end of this.
So Del Valley lining up with 3 wide receivers to the near side. Men in motion from left to right. And it's a handoff to Wilkins one more
There he
time.
goes.
He's wide open. Nobody in front of him. And all of a sudden he's got white jerseys around him, but not before he picks up at least, 17 yards,
About
18
17.
yards on the carry. Nice job by that young man.
Or
Good job, Wilkins.
maybe he just had a heck of a practice this week, Chance, and they said, you know what, you're our new running back. We're going to throw you in there in the second half. You go to work.
Wilkins, he's not he obviously not making spectacular moves, but he does a good job keeping his legs moving, making the guys miss the way he knows how, and that's all you can ask for by your running back.
Well, north and south, I mean, they preach it, and it's there for a reason, Chance. You get upfield, you get going, good things happen.
So Del Valley will come out with 3 wide receivers to the near side. Looks like Wilkins is going to stay in at running back. And it's a handoff to Wilkins again. Excuse me, that's not Wilkins. That looks like it is Fred Wilson. It is Fred Wilson back on the field. He's going to get a carry for about 2.5, maybe 3 yards. Your Del Valley Cardinals are now on the Akins Eagles 25-yard line with 8:40 and counting, only down by a point, 7-6 in the second quarter.
Going off the running back thing, Chance, they're also subbing linemen in. I'm seeing tackles. I'm seeing guys, Big 99, who's a big boy on defense. He's getting in the action on offense as well.
David Gutierrez under center, 3 wide, and it's a handoff to Fred Wilson. Fred Wilson bounces out to the
move.
left side. He's at
What
the
a move.
10-5. He keeps his feet in bounds. Touchdown Cardinals. Fred Wilson scampering it in. What a beautiful job. Outstanding job by this running game for the Del Valley Cardinals. We are now looking at a score of 12-7. Cardinals over Eagles, 8-16 and counting. This is an outstanding district opener for these Del Valley Cardinals.
Yeah, Chance. Wow, what a run. I mean, we've seen it all night by the 3, we'll call them the 3-horse monsters, whatever you want to call them. We'll have the 3-headed beast. I mean, these guys are running with power tonight. We're seeing stiff arms. We're seeing spin moves. We're seeing power moves, just to add something extra point good right there. But, I mean, Chance, this is a new team. This is from start to finish, and if they can continue this up, we can get out of here with the win tonight, get headed in the right direction in district play.
Fred Wilson doing another great job this week. This entire team has improved dramatically from week 1 to week 3. They're improving when they need to improve, which is the start of district play. Akins is coming here on a 2-0 win streak. They're on a 2-0 high, and right now they're trying to figure out how to defeat a team that suits as many players as they have seniors.
Yeah, Chance, this isn't your mom and dad's Akins team. This is an Akins team that's beat teams like Westwood this season. I mean, this is a good team. And to be honest, we knew coming into this what Del Valley could do. We've always thought, we've had the talent, and we just needed to get it all to click together. And I think with the coaches moving in these running backs, fresh legs the whole game, we've seen the 3-headed monster just go to work tonight.
Absolutely, Chris. Really well broken down The Del Valle Cardinals are getting ready to kick the ball off to the Akins Eagles. Luis Escalante places the ball on the tee at the 40-yard line. This is a team that has definitely changed so much over the last 3 weeks. The course, I don't know what coach has done during practice. I don't know what the coaching staff has done. I don't know what the players have done differently, but whatever it is, they're bought in, and they are definitely showing what hard work and dedication can do. Luis Escalante checks his line, waves him up. It's a high muff, or not high muff, a high pooch kick. And it is muffed. It's dropped at the 20-yard line. A red jersey misses a tackle before it's finally blown. Trying to see what the call is here, but I didn't see a fair catch.
I think his knee was down, Chance, when he picked it up. Like when he scooped it up,
Oh, okay,
he may have dropped down to a knee because he didn't step out of bounds, I don't think, from up here. But
yeah, that was number 21, Malcolm Rogers, who finally was able to put hands on that ball for the Eagles. I did not see his knee touch the turf, but the refs are spotting it at the Eagles' 23-yard line as they go north to south. So I was hoping to see a great special teams play by the Cardinals to bust this drive wide open.
Yeah, we've seen those pooch punts a lot in high school, and we've talked about it in other games. They're dangerous, Chance.
So Gonzalez takes a snap, throws it quick out to the flats, or screen out.
Oh, what a play.
To his, trying to see which wide receiver that was for the Eagles. That was number 32. That was Lafayette Turner. That play went back to the original line of scrimmage, which, honestly, most screen passes, if lucky, get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that looked like McClay, the corner for Del Valle, getting blocked as he was going down, making a shoestring tackle. That's what you'd love to see out of your secondary.
4 wide receivers, 3 at the bottom, another screen pass, and over the head of his intended target. Might have been a backwards pass. They're going to play it until they hear the whistle. The intended target on that one was Trey Akers. And just over the top of his hands, he bounced off his fingertips.
Yeah, that we thought, I was starting to think it was a backwards pass, Chance. We heard nothing from the refs, didn't hear a whistle, and I was hoping they were going to move him back, but it looks like we're going to have a 3rd and 8 here.
So Mike Gonzalez back in the shotgun formation where he's been so far the entire game with 4 wide receivers, trips to the bottom. He keeps the ball himself as he rolls to his right, finally throws it out to his receiver who was open by himself, and he gets out of bounds. Late flag coming in at the 37-yard line. Needs to be somebody needs to talk to that Cardinal right there because that was a play that should not have happened.
I don't know, Chance. He was on his way out, I guess you could say, but I mean.
The target Trey Akers for the Eagles. From my point of view, Chris, man, it looked like it should have been seen.
Was I a little late on seeing that? Okay,
Jamie Middleton is the offender on that one.
Well, I love you, Middleton. So I'm gonna let it slide this time. But looked like on that play, Middleton and the safety, somebody had a man down there, and they both went with the guy going deep, and it left that whole sideline pretty open, but I like the speed of he did make the out of bounds hit, but he was on his horse to get over there and stop him from a first down.
Okay, so there is 2 penalties on the field.
Awesome.
And the penalty, the do not offset, the biggest penalty is going to go against the Akins Eagles. They're going to back them up, and we'll take it. Didn't see the call, but there's 7:29 left in the first half. Del Valle leads the Akins Eagles 13-7.
Well, never mind, Chance.
Never mind.
They do this to you a lot.
They did this last week, man. They did this the accordion play here, the accordion officiating crew. They go backwards, they go forward, and then they get me all confused. So the Akins Eagles now have a first down with 7:29 left on the clock. They are at their own 34-yard line. They have 4 wide receivers, 3 at the bottom, and they hand the ball off. No, Gonzalez keeps himself on an option and finally decides to turn it upfield, gets to about the 41-yard line before he slides down to a stop.
Well, that was a heck of a fake, Chance. I was about to say great play by, I believe that's number 4 for Del Valle, coming in there and hitting the running back in the backfield, but great fake by Akins, and the quarterback's able to squeeze in a good 5-yard gain.
So Mike Gonzalez is back in the shotgun again. His running back, Keenan Lockhart, to his left, and hands it to Lockhart. Lockhart stiff arms and gets up to the 40, the 45, the 50, staying in bounds as he dances across the sideline, or the sideline, finally taken down at the 54-yard line, the 46-yard line on the Del Valle side of the ball.
Yeah, man, he tight-roped that sideline, Chance. I thought he may have stepped out before then. Like to see Gillespie coming from the right defensive end, coming all the way to the left side of the field to make that play.
Akins lining back up, 4 wide receivers, trips to the top. A handoff again to Lockhart as Lockhart goes around to his left side, breaks a tackle. He's at the 40-yard line, going to the 35. Still in bounds at the 30 before finally driven out at about the 29 or 28-yard line on the Del Valle side of the ball field one more time.
Well, we've seen that running back. He's been able to break tackles tonight, Chance, and this is where we see Del Valle. They get a little tired because they are playing so many positions. And the fact that they're not giving up the big play, we've seen a couple big runs, but they're not giving up that 80-yard touchdown. Let's see if we can tighten things down here in the red zone and get it going on.
So we're going to have a timeout on the field. It's going to be by your Del Valle Cardinals, and we're going to take it with them. They have one official timeout left, 6:42 left in the first half. Your Cardinals lead the Akins Eagles 13-7 right here at Del Valle ISD Veterans Memorial Stadium. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll come back to the iHeartRadio Game of the Week right here on the KMAC Sports Network at KMACSports.com.
Looking for a fresh way to fuel your day? Cabo Bob's Burritos has quality burritos, tacos, bowls, and salads. Our tortillas, salsa, and guacamole are made daily from the freshest ingredients. You can pick one of our specials or build your own dish. We offer natural beef, chicken fajitas, shredded pork, and brisket. Vegetarians, we've got you covered too. Come try our 17-veggie burrito. We're located at 500 East Ben White near the Walmart Supercenter. Cabo Bob's Burritos, fuel for the journey.
If you're in the market for a fence, gate, or automatic gate opener for your home or business, Viking Fence is the company you want to do business with. The great folks at Viking Fence are the most reliable fence.
Welcome back to Del Valle ISD Veterans Memorial Stadium. Cutting the spots loose, a little short this time as Akins lines up pretty quickly on his 4 wide receivers, 3 to the near side. And he throws it over the middle to a wide open receiver. That was number 80, Will Cartinas. He threw it behind him just a little bit, Mike Gonzalez did, and unfortunately he was unable to bring it in. But fortunately for your Cardinals, that he wasn't.
Yeah, big break for the Cardinals. If he puts that ball on the money, Chance, he's got a little yards after catch right there.
So again, 4 wide, 3 to the bottom, and wow, Mike Gonzalez is taken down quickly by this Del Valle Cardinal defense, and guess who? Darius Gillespie comes in untouched, dropping the Akins quarterback, Mike Gonzalez, to the turf for about a 7-yard loss.
Yeah, folks, you'll get used to hearing his name tonight because he's got two sacks tonight already, and we're midway through the second quarter. Look for him to possibly finish with 5 to 6 sacks.
6:14 on the clock and counting. Del Valle leads 13-7 over the Akins Eagles right here at home. And Mike Gonzalez in the backfield by himself. 5 wide receivers, trips to the bottom. Takes the snap, looks, and down again. 2 red jerseys there. And there's also a fumble on the play, but the Akins Eagles able to keep the ball. Huge sack, 2 in a row by this Del Valle defense.
Big 99 Chance came in there and just decleated Mr. Gonzalez for the Akins Eagles. Boy, he came in there, and Gonzalez couldn't even hold the football. He got hit so hard by Mr. Leon. Sorry if we get your name wrong, Big 99.
Yeah, beautifully done by this Del Valle defense. I think that they've taken a few things personally over the last couple of weeks, and they're stepping up tonight. The snap again is bad for this special teams for the Akins Eagles. He's still able to get the punt off. It's down at the 10 where it's finally blown dead by the Akins Eagles. So another great series by this Del Valle defense. Gave up a couple of big runs, but were able to control the field ultimately. Del Valle able to force the punt, and now they take over from their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, Chance, every time Akins has been in the red zone, I want to say 3 times tonight, twice on the touchdown pass we saw earlier. That was a long 3rd and 18. It was kind of one of those. Honestly, the quarterback and the receiver it was put on the money. We had a big hit. He didn't drop it. Great play, Akins. But right there, we gave up about 40 yards, came through in the end in the red zone, Chance, and shut him down.
5:14 left in the first half. Del Valle leads 13-7. They are now 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line. David Gutierrez takes the snap with 3 wide receivers, hands the ball straight up the middle to Fred Wilson, and Fred Wilson powers his way up 6 yards for a nice gain, and now they're at their own 16-yard line.
I'm loving the calls tonight by the offensive coordinator, Chance. They're controlling the clock. They're running the ball. We've passed less than we've passed all season, and when we do pass, they're short little passes. They're going to be completed, and they're going to go for some bit of positive yards.
So the Del Valle Cardinals line back up, 3 wide receivers to the top. David Gutierrez under center, hands the ball off directly up the middle again to Fred Wilson. Fred Wilson takes a shot, but still able to get 2 yards on the carry.
Yeah, he took a big hit right there, Chance. But, hey, that's why you keep bringing these new running backs in. You know, they take a couple shots, come out, bring in a new fresh pair of legs, and keep the train moving.
So now we're looking at a 3rd and 2, 4:34 on the clock and counting. Del Valle leads 13-7 over the Akins Eagles, and they are lined back up, 3 wide, 2 to the top, 2 backs. David Gutierrez taking the snap, looks to his right quickly and unable to complete the pass.
Well, that's got to be offsides, Chance.
I'm waiting for that call. I saw it too. It looks like the defensive end for the Akins Eagles came across the line right at the snap.
Yeah, and Coach is down there talking to the ref who's standing right there. How do you miss that call?
And they are going to have to put on the punting team because of that missed call. And not to call out the refs here or anything, but that was a very bad missed call by these by these officiating staff. That should have been an encroachment call in 5 yards and an automatic first down for the Del Valle Cardinals. Instead, they are having to punt the ball away.
It almost looked like Gutierrez rushed the pass just he knew it was a free play.
So Luis Escalante back at his 6-yard line takes the snap. Gets the kick away. Nice, high spiral kick over the 50. Finally picked up at the 35. And quickly taken back to the 45, the 50 before he's finally dropped. Looking for tacklers on that one. Involved on the tackle, number 11, Marcus Ortiz. And number 27, Shatar McClay for your Cardinals.
Yeah, Marcus Ortiz almost finished that play off with some bang, Chance. It was Akins' return man was lucky he wasn't able to lay the boom right there.
I really want to give a big shout out to Luis Escalante on that punt. He had to kick that from his own 6-yard line, got it all the way down to the Akins 35-yard line. They got it back to the Cardinals 49, but what a heck of a punt.
Yeah, special teams has been fantastic tonight, Chance.
So Gonzalez in the shotgun, 3 wide, single back, and he does hand the ball off to his back, Lockhart. Lockhart makes a move, stiff arms a couple of these Del Valle Cardinal defenders, and gets a nice little 7-yard carry.
Here we are, Chance. We're 4 minutes from halftime, 13-7. We got the lead. I know our guys have got to be tired. They're playing both sides of the balls. Let's get one stop right here and finish a drive off going to halftime, smiling, holding hands, and kumbaya.
So 4 wide receivers, single back for Gonzalez. He takes the snap, hands the ball off to Lockhart. Lockhart bounces out to his left, spins out of a tackle before finally getting cleaned up, but he's still going to get enough for the first down. So it looked like 3 red jerseys on that. The one number I did catch was number 36 for the Cardinals. That was Dominique De La Garza.
Yeah, it's been a recurring theme tonight, Chance. We got, every time there's a tackle, we got about 3 or 4 red jerseys right around the ball. That's what you like to see from this Del Valle Cardinals defense.
So the Akins Eagles line back up, 3:19 and counting. They trail 13-7 to the Cardinals. 4 wide receivers. Gonzalez throws a bomb pass over everyone's head, hits the turf at about the 2-yard line. No one was around that one, and he took a shot as he threw it.
Yeah, he's been taking a shot every time he seems to throw the ball, and he's got an arm, Chance. The only thing is our cornerbacks and our safeties are great. They play the ball so great that they're going to, if he keeps throwing those wild bombs, eventually a guy like Middleton's going to have that head turn and pick it off.
The Akins Eagles lining up with 4 wide receivers, trips to the top. Gonzalez has a single back. It is Lockhart. Hands the ball. No, keeps the ball. Rolls to his left. Throws to his left and is out of the hands of his intended target. And that was Trey Akers. Trey Akers getting his name called a couple times tonight, but that is about the second time he's dropped a pass.
Yeah, this is the second time we've actually seen that play too, Chance, with the fake handoff. Quarterback runs to the left. It's basically an option. He can run it or he can throw to depending on what the cornerback does. But McClay once again plays the ball perfect and almost laid a huge hit if Akins hadn't dropped the ball right there.
So Akins lines up with 4 wide, 2 to each side. Lockhart the single back to the left of his quarterback. Gonzalez takes the snap, looks to his right, throws to his right, has a man wide open and overthrows him all the way across the field. His intended target, Will Cortines. He was one of the captains for the team, and it was overthrown on him by a good 10 yards.
Yeah, we see that arm again. That was the one time that he actually had an Akins guy back there, and he did miss him. So we'll get that fixed. Our secondary is usually great on coverage, so that'll get fixed, and we'll be fine next time around.
So that drive for the Akins Eagles only produces 1 first down. They're back out to punt it with 4th and 10. 3 minutes left on the clock. Your Del Valle Cardinals still leading the Akins Eagles 13-7. Their big punter out there gets it up and away, and it is going to go way deep. Bounces just about a yard inside the end zone before it rolls itself back out. So your Del Valle Cardinals will come back out with the ball on the 25-yard line, 2:54 on the clock. We're going to keep it here until the end of the half. Del Valle does lead the Akins Eagles 13-7. This is the longest sustained lead that the Cardinals have had this entire season.
Yeah.
It's only the second time they've had the second time they've had a lead all season. Their first time was last week against the McNeil Mavericks.
Coming right out of halftime, we got that lead, and I like the fact that we hadn't got the lead and we just gave it up. And we've yet to score in a few minutes, so it's something. We're playing as a team right now, as a unit, Chance, and you love to see that.
So your Del Valle Cardinals lining back up, 3 wide receivers, Fred Wilson in the backfield, David Gutierrez standing in the pistol formation. Big number, I can't tell who that is in the fullback position, and there's going to be a penalty on the play, calling the play dead. Probably going to be looking at a false start against your Eagles. And that's exactly what you got. So back them up 5 yards. It's unofficially about 4 penalties for your for your Cardinals. I am going to do that all night, unfortunately, folks. I apologize. Battle of the Birds. We've got Eagles and Cardinals, and I'm flipping them back and forth. So stay patient with me, folks. I greatly appreciate it. Your Del Valle Cardinals backed up 5 yards. 2:53 on the clock. Snap to Gutierrez. He hands it off to Fred Wilson. Fred Wilson's breaking out of a tackle. Excuse me, that's not Fred Wilson. That was Cameron Wilkins. Cameron Wilkins getting some touches tonight. Unfortunately, unable to get anything happening. Got back to the line of scrimmage, so we're still looking at a 2nd and 15 and a timeout called by the Akins Eagles. That's going to be their first charge timeout of the half. They still have 2 left. Del Valle has 1. Again, 2:40 left on the clock. Del Valle leads the Akins Eagles 13-7. It's almost halftime. It's going to be a fun halftime.
Yeah, it is, Chance, and it'll be even more fun if we can establish a good drive right here. 2 minutes, 40 seconds, plenty of time to make something happen, and we can stay with our run. We don't have to start passing the ball. 2:40 left. You got 2 timeouts. It'd be really nice if Del Valle right here could put together a 70-yard drive. It's going to start right now. We got a 2nd and long, so we need to shorten that up because we know, we aren't a team that's built for 3rd and long. Shorten that up, and let's finish this off with a great drive, Chance. Even if it brings 3 points, let's go into half with some confidence.
Want to give a quick shout out to all the sponsors of this broadcast. Without you folks, we know that this broadcast doesn't happen, and we greatly appreciate your support. Of course, Hit the Spot Cafe, Cabo Bob's Burrito, Franklin Custom Homes, Viking Fence, who sponsors the player of the game, and, of course, Benjamin De La Cruz with iMark Properties, who sponsors the play of the game. So far, you guys are making it hard on us. We've got a couple of good ones already on the list. And, of course, we want to thank our QA back at the mothership, making sure we sound as good as we possibly can for you guys. Scott, the Stuntman Stutzman, as your Del Valle Cardinals line back up. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. It looks like, trying to make sure that's Wilkins in the backfield. Can't tell at the moment, but David Gutierrez is standing in the pistol formation. Looks like he's calling in an audible. He looks to his left and almost throws a pick, but he did see a very open at the time. Anyway, James Garner, good to see him back in the game. He did leave earlier with an injury of some kind, but obviously not enough to keep him out.
Yeah, it looked like he pump faked at his first receiver down low there, and he was going to go try to hit, who was that, number 18, I believe, right in the gap between the safety and corner, and the corner just closed too fast, Chance, and almost had an interception there.
So your Eagles are going to come out with an empty backfield. Cameron Wilkins goes from the running back position to the slot position on the left-hand side. David Gutierrez looking for a play. He decides to call a timeout. So last charge timeout for your Del Valle Cardinals with 2:36 left in the first half. Del Valle still leads 13-7 over the Akins Eagles. Chris, this has definitely been a much improved game for the Del Valle Cardinals. What I'm finding very interesting is how much our defense is stepping up.
Yeah.
We had some issues the first couple of weeks. Linebackers last week. First part of this game, the secondary seems to be having an issue, but now it seems to be coming together for this defense. We're still giving up some big plays, but we're stopping them.
Yeah. And this is an Akins team that's averaging, 42, 45 points a game? I mean, this isn't a team that averages 10 points a game. I mean, you just nailed it. It's the tackling. We've seen this team come out in the first quarter and dominate offenses. I know the score didn't show it in the first and second game, but those were special teams errors, stuff like that. So we know what we're made of. Can we put it together for 4 quarters, and that's what we're going to find out tonight, Chance.
So the timeout is over. The Aiken Eagles come out to line up on defense. Your Del Valley Cardinals come back out on offense. It's 3rd and 15, 2:36 on the clock. Del Valley 13, Aiken 7. 4 wide receivers, single back. David Gutierrez takes the snap, hands it off to Wilkins. Wilkins bounces it out to his left side, breaks a couple of tackles, and finally dropped at the 20-yard line. So he's going to pick up about 6 yards on the carry, but it's going to make it a 4th down still, probably be about a 4th and 9, 4th and 10.
Yeah, maybe not a bad call there, Chance. We could have maybe gone for, it's 3rd and 15, but I think what Coach wanted to do right there is burn a timeout on the Akins side, which he did. Akins just using a timeout. So a lot of times you see in these high school games, it's 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20, and these guys try to hit the home run ball, and then it just turns out to be even more disastrous with the interception, pick 6. You're going into halftime down 1,
So this will be an interesting setup. There's 2:26 left on the clock. Del Valley has 0 timeouts left. Akins has 1 left. 2:26. Akins is definitely going to be looking to get into halftime with a 1-point lead. There's definitely no doubt about that. They're trying to conserve this clock. You can tell.
Yeah.
So on a Del Valley punt, which is obvious, it's got to be obvious that's going to happen here. You're going to be looking at a punt from about the 10-yard line or so, give or take. We've already seen Luis Escalante punt it from the 6 to the 35. Now from the 10, he's going to go to the 25 to 20.
Well, he was doing the running style rugby kick on that accidentally. Maybe that's something. Maybe you don't want to throw it in right here, Chance. But when he's running with that and he does the sideways kick there, he gets a great bounce. See what happens. This is a big punt, for field position.
So Luis Escalante is set up to punt. He's at his own 7-yard line, so a little bit further than his 10. The punt goes over his head, but he's able to scoop it up. He runs up to get out from being blocked. He does get a slight touch, so it's going to be picked up at the Cardinal 45, and it's picked up by number 31, DeAndre Grady, and he brings it up to the Cardinal, looking for the spot. Looks to be the Cardinal 20. There is some laundry on the field.
Well, that was a great play by Mr. Escalante again. That ball, he one-hand snagged that ball right there. If he doesn't snag that, Chance, that's going in the end zone. And once again, he jukes a guy to get the kickoff. And, yeah, it did get tipped, but that ball should have been inside the 10. Akins looking for a touchdown real easy on that one.
So the penalty does go against the Akins Eagles. They're going to back it up to the Cardinal 36-yard line. So they're going to back it up about 10 yards or so.
Another thing I saw on that play, Chance, is Escalante, the kicker. I believe Gillespie's the snapper. He went right over to Gillespie. Gillespie was on the ground, hands on his knees. He went and hit him on the helmet and said, hey, there's going to be more times. Get your head up and let's go.
5 wide receivers, snow backs for the Akins Eagles. And a penalty blows the play dead, and it is going to be a delay of game, I believe, against the Eagles. So back them up 5 more yards. Now we're going to be looking at a 1st and 15.
Yeah, it's a game of short memories, Chance. You got to forget about it and move on, especially when you're Mr. Gillespie and you got to go straight to defense and make plays, which I'm sure he will make up for right here. I think I'm going to call a sack right here, Chance.
Okay.
And,
the wild man speaks.
I called a pick, an interception last week. We'll see what happens here.
2:13 on the clock. Del Valley leads Akins 13-7. 1st and 15. Eagles line up with 5 wide, 2-3 at the top. Gonzalez takes a snap and throws a quick pass out to the right side where it's picked up by his target, number 22, Jermaine Thomas, and he's going to get about 6 or 7 yards on the carry, getting him 2 yards past the original line of scrimmage. So now we're looking at a 2nd and 8.
Well, I can't always be right, Chance, but we'll see what happens. Let's finish this drive off strong, though. I like Del Valley. With possibly, we're putting them in the passing situation. Let's see what could happen here.
5 wide, 3 at the top. Gonzalez again looking deep over to the right side. He's got a man, and no, just outside his hands. Could have been looking at a 6-point. Could have been looking at a touchdown there, but Gonzalez just overthrew his target, and that was Keenan Lockhart.
Yeah, Lockhart seems to line up anywhere, Chance. He's one of those guys you just want to have on the field, even if you're an empty set. Middleton was step for step with him once again. The ball was put where it needs to be, just right out of reach for Lockhart.
So Lockhart still in the wide receiver position. 5 wide receivers, 3 at the top. Lockhart at the bottom. Gonzalez takes a snap, looks to his left, throws to his left. Wide open man just past the first down marker and out of bounds at the 23-yard line. First down, Akins Eagles.
Akins is working this Del Valley defense right here, Chance. Just taking what the defense gives him.
1:34 on the clock. The clock has stopped because he went out of bounds. Del Valley leads 13-7.
Looks like a little confusion over there on the Del Valley side. Getting it together, though, right now.
Coach Burton calling in his defense. Akins lines up with 4 wide, 3 at the bottom. And
what a hit.
sack again by this Del Valley Cardinal defense.
Who is it, Chance? Who could that be?
Darius Gillespie coming in on his
Boy,
third sack of the night, making his case for player of the game.
Hey, I tell you what, Chance.
The Viking Fence player of the game.
You know what I like to see is, he didn't do that snap right earlier. Here he is making plays.
5 wide receivers, 3 at the bottom. A pass quickly to the bottom side of the formation for the Akins Eagles. 5 defenders on the backs of Jermaine Thomas, and he keeps carrying them with him all the way down to the 10-yard line. First down for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's a guy we're going to have to keep an eye on over there on that secondary. 22, he seems to be Akins' quarterback's #1 target. So they've got Middleton matched up on him. Let's see if we can make a play here with the 50 under a minute, Chance.
Like you said, 54 seconds and counting on the clock. Akins trying to hurry up and get a play in. They have 5 wide receivers, 3 at the bottom. 3 at the top. And it's a bad snap. Gonzalez lands on it on top of the turf. And they are at the 18-yard line. So bad snap, and we're going to get the last call timeout by the Akins Eagles. 34 seconds left in the first half. Del Valley leads 13-7 over the Akins Eagles. Man, was that a well-timed bad snap for the Del Valley Cardinal defense?
Very well-timed, Chance. And, hey, we've seen this before, though. We saw it on Akins' first scoring drive. They got it down to the 10, and I believe, was it a botch snap on that one as well? They had Akins had a bad botch snap, so it made it a 3rd and 15, 3rd and long. So here we are once again.
It was a bad snap that resulted in our first 6 points.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the Akins has actually had a very difficult time handling not only snaps to the quarterback, but snaps to their punter as well.
So your Akins Eagles are trying to put the pressure on the Del Valley Cardinals with 34 seconds left in the half. It is currently 2nd and 18 after the botch snap. Del Valley leads 13-7. And we are back underway here. You can hear the Del Valley fans cheering as the clock is rolling again. The Akins Eagles line up with 5 wide receivers, 3 at the top. Mike Gonzalez all by himself in the backfield. Takes a snap, another bad one. He scoops it up. He steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle. Almost caught by his intended target, number 80, Will Cortinez. But it comes off his fingertips, and there is some laundry on the field one more time.
Yeah, that's back behind the line, Chance. I'm gonna guess holding. We'll see. Ineligible man downfield for Akins.
So that's unofficially 6 penalties against Akins and 4 against Del Valley. We are, again, taking the bad luck that Akins is having in the last 2 snaps, and we're going to take it any way we can get it.
Yeah, we need to capitalize on this, Chance. I mean, they were in scoring position, 1st and goal from about the 10, and here they are backed up from almost the 20 now.
3rd and 18, 29 seconds on the clock. Akins lines up with an empty backfield, 5 wide. Gonzalez takes a snap, looks to his left, throws over the middle, and again, off the fingertips of his intended target, Will Cortinez. Will just unable to pull that ball down.
And Mr. Gillespie comes in with the hit again, Chance. It could have altered that pass just a little bit. I would put that on the receiver for Akins because the ball was there, but anytime you get a hold of that quarterback, man, I mean, you're putting some pressure on this quarterback to make passes.
So unofficially, we're looking at 3 sacks for Darius Gillespie and approximately 3 to 4 hurries. Good job by Darius today.
And I'd say about 3 to 4 botch snaps as well. I mean,
so 5 wide, 3 at the top for Akins. Gonzalez takes the snap, looks to his right, throws to his right. It's a floater into the corner of the end zone. Caught
my God.
In the corner of the end zone by his running back, Keenan Lockhart. So with 17 seconds left in the first half, Akins is going to tie this up 13-13 with the extra point pending.
Wow, Middleton was there. I mean, it was great coverage by Middleton. He was right there. It was one of those where the ball floated just a little bit too long, and you go to jump, and you're going down as the ball's coming over your head. It's a tough break for Del Valley. Middleton will shake that off at halftime, though, I'm sure.
Mike Gonzalez is the holder. He snapped the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So, with 17 seconds left in the first half, Del Valle takes the first trail of the game by 1 point, 14-13. And I think I'm going to keep my big trap shut because I am the one that did say that Akins is looking to take a 1 point lead going into halftime. It's that whole media jinx. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way it was supposed to, which was supposed to jinx Akins, not jinx Del Valle.
Yeah. Well, either way, keep your mouth shut. No, I'm just kidding. No, so, I mean, it was one of those unfortunate plays. I mean, you're talking about your best, I would say your best secondary player on Del Valle in position to make a play. And the ball just, I don't know if it's the air out here tonight. I don't know. It floated. I mean, he was right there for an interception, and he jumped too soon. So, like I said, he's going to shake that off and look for him later in the fourth quarter when things really matter, Chance, making a big play.
Absolutely agree with you, Chris. Jamin Middleton has proved himself very well on offense and defense. He plays defensive back. He plays wide receiver. He's got the hands. We know he can grab the ball. Just some bad timing on his part, but nothing we can't shake off, can't come back from.
Unfortunately, we have to see these lime green shoes from the kicker again.
So the kicker for Akins kicks the ball away. It's a low line driving kick, bounces off the turf, and it's finally picked up at about the 15, maybe the 10-yard line, bouncing loose, and that is number 21, Emmanuel Martin, and the ball did come loose. Waiting to see the spot and see the call. It looks like, did your Cardinals get to keep it?
Yeah, I believe so, Chance.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something we wouldn't want to see right before half. And
no. So even if just 7 seconds left, you want to see your Cardinals get opportunity to do something here.
Yeah. Do you think Coach is going to do something here? 7 seconds?
I don't think so. I think Coach is going to hand the ball. I think he's going to put Fred in. He's going to run Fred up the middle, and whatever happens, happens.
And I agree. That's what you should do. Let's get out of here. We almost just saw a fumble.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a great first half by Del Valle. Let's get out of here and let's go enjoy a little rest, a little game plan, come back out here and get our first district win.
So 4 wide receivers. Fred Wilson is in the backfield. 7 seconds left in the first half. Del Valle trails 13-14 to the Eagles. It is a handoff right up the middle to Fred. He bounces to the left. He breaks 3-4 tackles, fumbles the ball, and down it goes and recovered by the Akins Eagles.
Whoa.
Number 7, DeMarcus Cabriza.
Good thing we have that home field, Chance, because there's about 1 second on that clock, and it ticked to 0 as I think they realized maybe that Akins had that fumble recovery.
Yeah, Akins get the fumble recovery, and not only that, we do have a Del Valle player down on the turf right here at halftime. We can't see a number, so I can't give you a name. We do hope that this young man is okay, though. To start the third quarter, it's a high kick to about the 28-yard line where it's fair caught by the Akins Eagles. It was fair caught by Isaiah Davia, and the Akins Eagles will come out on offense. This Del Valle Cardinal defense looking to cause another 3 and out, which would be something we would love to see up here in the booth.
Yeah, we saw it last week, Chance. We came out of halftime. We took it to the McNeil Mavericks. And, the fourth quarter is kind of where we saw our problems. But it was great seeing them come out of halftime, take the lead. And hopefully right here we can get back on track, continue how we played that first half, get a stop, get a score, let's get things rolling.
So 1 second is ticked off the clock to start the third quarter. Del Valle trails by 1 point, 14-13. Akins comes out with 4 wide receivers, 3 to the top, and it is a handoff right up the middle to Keenan Lockhart, who gets nowhere, maybe about a half a yard up to the 30-yard line. Nicely done by this front 4 of your Del Valle Cardinal defense.
Looks like Akins is going to try to go hurry up here, Chance, and get things moving. They're just used to scoring so many points, and it's just not happening tonight for them. 3
wide receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. Lockhart the single back. Offset right of his quarterback, Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes the snap, throws it to his right on a wide receiver screen, and it is going to produce a first down in just a couple of yards more.
Blocking the back, Chance. Blocking the back at the tail end of that play. That's going to be huge for Del Valle.
Jermaine Thomas was the target on that pass from his quarterback, Mike Gonzalez.
Yeah, it looks like the guy who laid the illegal block is getting off the field gingerly. But, so he went for 10, and one of his receivers downfield came and hit one of the Del Valle players in the back right there. And it was a great play for Akins. Unfortunately, they're going to bring it back.
So what turned out to what was a 2nd and 9 and should have been a first down before the block in the back by the Akins Eagles turns into a 2nd and 8. Nope, take that back. It is going to be 2nd and 9 again. Nope, they changed the clock. 2nd and 8. Back and
they
forth.
love messing with you, Chance, don't they?
11-10 on the clock and counting. Akins lines up with 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Lockhart to single back. Mike Gonzalez takes the snap, hands it to Lockhart. Lockhart is gobbled up in the backfield quickly, and down he goes. Nicely done by this Del Valle defense. Now we're going to be looking at a 3rd and 10 with 10:50 on the clock and counting.
Well, we've seen him escape tackles, but when Big 99 gets his hands wrapped around you, Chance, you're not getting out of that.
So Akins is coming out with 5 wide receivers, empty backfield. Mike Gonzalez looking to his sideline for the play. Everybody's lining up. Mike looking for the snap, takes it, looks to his right, throws over the middle, intercepted by the defense. He is going to be running up the middle, going to be taken to about the 20-yard line. The ball was picked off at about the 35, and I'm looking for a number for that, and I'm going to tell you, I think who it is.
I thought it was our guy too.
No, I'm sorry. That wasn't Darius Gillespie, but I sure thought it was. It was, however, as soon as I can find his number.
Number 25, Cameron Wilkins.
Yep, Cameron Wilkins playing in the linebacker position, showing that he can run the ball and do some defensive special things on defense.
Yeah, we're seeing guys make plays on both sides of the ball, Chance. You got to love that in 6A football where most teams are suiting up 40 to 50 players. I'm sorry, 50 to 60 players.
Right. So with 10:20 left in the third quarter, Del Valle takes over on offense on a beautiful interception by Cameron Wilkins. David Gutierrez under center, 3 wide to the top, and it's a handoff right up the middle to Fred Wilson. Fred Wilson's going to get gobbled up quickly at the line of scrimmage, but still nicely done by this Del Valle offense, still trying to control the game with the run.
Yeah, and I like it, Chance. Let's not get away from it. You know, we're not breaking huge ones, but as we saw in the first quarter, we were getting to 5, getting 6, getting 5, and then boom, 30-yarders.
Defense stepping up huge to start this third quarter out, giving the ball back to their offense. Del Valle comes out with 3 wide receivers to the top again, 2 backs. Gutierrez under center. Hands the ball to Fred Wilson, who bounces out to the left side. Founds a hole, squirts it up. He's at the 10, he's at the 5. He gets hit, but goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Del Valle. No, they're going to stop him short at about the 1.5. Unbelievable. I thought it was a touchdown for sure. Man, oh, man, they're going to stop him at the 1-yard line, though. Fred Wilson doing his dirty work and doing it well. 9:35 left in the third quarter. Del Valle trailing by 1, now at the 1-yard line. And Fred Wilson's going to stay in the play game, and he should. So hopefully this young man will get 6 more points.
I tell you what, Chance, if Coach Burton could throw the red flag right there, that looked like a touchdown.
The snap, the handoff to Fred right up the middle, and he gets popped as he goes past the goal line, but he does it. And it is a touchdown. Del Valle, they will retake the lead, 19-14, 9:31 left in the third quarter. Extra point pending, folks.
Well, he earned that one, Chance. I mean, he took a lick, but once again, that great hard running by the 3-headed monster. You know, like we said, we just run, 4, 5, and then boom, 30-yarder.
Well, I like what I'm seeing here. Coach Burton looking like he wants to do a 2-point conversion, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's got 3 wide receivers. David Gutierrez calling for a player, and here he comes. Had a late addition to the offense. 4 wide receivers now. David Gutierrez with 3 seconds on the clock. 2, and they're going to have to burn a timeout, which is wisely done when you're going for a 2-point conversion. You don't want to lose 5 yards on a 2-point conversion. You'll sacrifice the timeout.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go for 2, I mean, there you're going to just kick the extra point probably if you take the penalty there. But good heads up on Gutierrez. Get in the end zone right now and get that momentum going, up 7. Do you think it's a little too early right now, Chance, to go for the 2? Or
I mean,
okay, I do too.
It's 19 points. They want to get more than just 6 points or a point ahead. I mean, this makes it a full 1-possession game where just scoring a touchdown doesn't win the game for the Akins Eagles.
And we could be looking at a game that is back and forth. You know,
Apparently
6 points. Yeah. So we have since the start. So. This is a big play right here that could come. We could see this play later on in the game being shown.
So 9:30 left on the clock. Del Valle trying for a 2-point conversion to make it 21-14 versus 19-14. David Gutierrez in the shotgun. Fred Wilson lined up to his right. Spread formation. David brings a man in motion from right to left. Quick pass out to the flat, out to Fred Wilson. Fred Wilson might have gotten in, but we're going to have a false start against Del Valle.
Yeah, Malcolm, number 21 right there. Emmanuel Martin just took off a little too early right there, Chance. And they're going to bring on the field goal unit, too. Probably a smart move by Coach Burton.
Yeah, tried for the 2-point conversion. They're going to get the 5-yard penalty, which will drop him back to the 7. So he's going to let Luis Escalante show off his leg a little bit. So 9:31 left in the third quarter. Extra point pending now. Your holder is David Campos. David Campos calls for the snap. He holds it. The kick is up. It's blocked. The Akens Eagles block the kick, and it's going to be not scooped up at all until about the 3-yard line on the far right side of the field. They're going to swing it around, and they're still going to keep the ball there. He's at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20. He's going to have to make something happen here, but he's finally pushed out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. So it would have been 2 points for the Akens Eagles if they'd have ran it back, but no luck on that call. So your Del Valle Cardinals will maintain a 5-point lead. 9:31 left in the third quarter. Del Valle leads 19-14 over the Akens Eagles. Man, you had the possibility of a 2-point conversion. You call the timeout for the delay of game, to prevent the delay of game. Then you get a false start, so you have to go for the extra point anyway. And then you get it blocked.
Yeah, that was a wild little sequence there, Chance. It took about a total about 10 minutes right there.
10 minutes, but off the clock it only took about 5 seconds. So.
Yeah, and then in that run back, the Akens, I don't even know how you would have scored it, but the Akens player actually ran back into the end zone. If you tackle him in the end zone, is it a safety? Is the 2-point conversion good? I've never seen it happen. I know football, folks, but I couldn't tell you.
That's a good question, Chris. I have no idea, man. Maybe we need to get a hold of Craig Way over at iHeartRadio.
Well, I don't think it's ever happened, so it's one of those. Craig Way might be scratching his head back at the studios tonight.
No way. Craig Way,
yeah,
there's
he knows
no
it
way.
all.
That man knows more football than I can forget, so.
Then you can forget.
There's no way. So the Del Valle Cardinals are getting ready to kick the ball off to the Akens Eagles after scoring that touchdown, not failing the 2-point conversion, but getting a penalty on the 2-point conversion, which led to an extra point attempt. That extra point attempt was blocked, which leads us to our current score of 19-14, Del Valle over Akens. And the kick is up. It's another high pooch kick. It's going to be fair caught at about the 30-yard line. Again, the Akens Eagles doing a good job keeping their heads on their shoulders and not letting things get away from them. Isaiah Davia called for the fair catch, and Akens will take over on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, you mentioned that, Chance. We've done 3 games now, and I'm sure many of you have seen high school football. That pooch kick, it's no joke to mess around with. We've seen probably 6 total fumbles from guys catching that pooch kick. It's usually a lineman, a defensive end, someone like that. So that putting pressure on Akens, though.
So Akens Eagles come back out, ready on offense. Del Valle hopefully will looking for another turnover. 4 wide, single back, and it is a handoff to Lockhart up the middle. He bounces to his left, squirts out of a couple of tackles, and he's finally going to get dropped at the 50-yard line. So a nice little 19-yard gain by Keenan Lockhart for the Akens Eagles.
Yeah, he's been running with passion all night, Chance. It's a guy that we're going to want to get hands-on as he's running through that line because he can and will break one.
Keenan Lockhart, the single back, 4 wide receivers, and it is a handoff to him as he goes out to the right, spins out of a tackle. He's at the 36-yard line, of the Del Valle Cardinals side of the field before he's finally dropped, and there are at least 7 red jerseys there.
Yeah, you like to see him stopping them before it's a touchdown, but hey, it's time to shorten up a little bit, keep that running back inside.
So the Del Valle defense is trying to get it placed quickly before the snap of the ball, but the hurry-up offense for the Eagles caused a false start against the Eagles, so we'll be looking at another penalty against the Eagles. Unofficially, 7 or 8 penalties against them tonight.
Yeah, it's something that's really helped Del Valle out on defense. When every time Akens gets something going, it seems that they shoot themselves in the foot, and this is where Del Valle has actually stepped up and gotten a lot of their 3 and outs.
1st and 15, 8:40 on the clock in county, 4 wide, and Lockhart takes a snap right up the middle, squirts to the right, and gets back to the original line of scrimmage, picking up those 5 penalty yards. So now we'll be looking at a 3rd and 10 with 8:29 on the clock in county.
Yeah, Gillespie and Wilkins got in there, Chance, and they've been the duo tonight, one at linebacker, one at defensive end. They've been all over the field. You'd like to see them, one of them, step up here and make a huge play for Del Valley.
4 wide receivers, single back. Gonzalez takes a snap and hands it off to Lockhart. Lockhart finds room up the middle before he's finally dropped it in the secondary, but not before he gets to about the 20-yard line, to call that the 19-yard line, well into the red zone for the Del Valle defense.
Boy, he's got some speed, doesn't he, Chance?
Yes, sir, he does.
I mean, he ran right through the middle of the defense. I don't even think some of them saw him. He was going so quick.
Same setup, 4 wide, single back. Lockhart again with the call up the middle, but this time he's gobbled up quickly, only on about a 1-yard gain, so they're going to put him at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, he can run through that line as long as number 99 doesn't get a hold of him. If 99 gets a hold of him, he's going down.
99 being Scale Egon. Unfortunately, sorry, sir.
Just go with 99.
Mike Gonzalez takes a snap, and he goes for the screen pass out to his his wide receiver, but it's up over his head, bounces off his fingertips. His intended target was Jermaine Thomas.
That's been a play that's worked a lot tonight for the Akins. They haven't busted it yet, but it seems like they go to that probably 2 times every drive.
Del Valle defense doing a good job of reading that screen pass. 4 wide, single back. Gonzalez takes a snap, hands it off to Lockhart up the middle. Lockhart's get met by the middle linebacker and driven down after about a 4-yard gain. So it's going to be about 4th and 4 on the 15-yard line. They are on the Del Valle 15-yard line. So again, defense gets pushed back into their own red zone, and now they're stepping up again. But Akins is going to go for it here on 4th and 5, 4 wide, single back. Gonzalez looking for the snap, not getting it. Looks to his sideline for a change in the play. 17 seconds left on the clock. Gonzalez now looking for the snap again. 4 wide, gets it, hands it off to Lockhart. Lockhart gets up the middle, busts through the line, gets to the secondary, and finally dropped at about the 2 or 3 yard line. This Akins team is definitely threatening.
Yeah, I tell you, Lockhart is running with some power right now. I mean, he's a small guy. He's hitting guys, and it's taken 2 to 3 Del Valle guys to bring him down. We've got to get some hands on him on that initial front line to slow him down a little bit.
So the Akins offense coming back out on the field. Having some players substituted here at the last minute. Mike Gonzalez looking for a play. Looks like a wishbone formation, Chris. Look at that.
A little throwback from the, there it goes.
Yeah, called the man in motion. Double back, and it is going to be Lockhart who gets the carry up the middle and back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or 2, so they're going to mark him inside the 1. So, yeah, he was at the 3. So about a 2-yard gain by Lockhart, just inside the 1-yard line. Del Valle defense still showing a lot of heart.
Yeah, that second effort of Lockhart may have got in, but a linebacker didn't give up on the play. I couldn't get you a number, came in and laid the shot on Lockhart.
So you got a goal line set by Akins. 2 backs, a bad
there
snap. It rolls on the turf, and
it's loose.
And the Del Valle Cardinal defense is going to scoop it up at the 7-yard line. Bad snap by Akins, center to Mike Gonzalez. Mike Gonzalez unable to scoop it up, and the Del Valle defense comes in and takes over on their own 7-yard line.
Chance, and that Larry Stiles, I believe, with coming up with a huge play for Del Valle. It's a total different team. Last week, folks, they're giving up 60-yard runs. This week, it's 20-20. They get down to the goal line. And this is what happens when you don't give up big plays. You're putting pressure on the offense to make a mistake every time. And we've seen Akins botch snaps all night. They botch another one down at the goal line. It's awesome to see Del Valle not giving up, Chance. They could have easily given up. Akins would be winning right now. Instead, we got the ball. We're ready to score another touchdown.
3 wide, 2 backs. David Gutierrez under center. Takes a snap, hands it off to Fred Wilson, who goes up the right side. He's finally taken down at about the 15-yard line after about a 5-yard gain.
Ooh. He may have got away with the little push right there after the end, Chance. He could have called a flag on that one. So
Fred Wilson, this running game for Del Valle, not always finding the best of luck on the outside, but Fred Wilson made the turn, turned on the Jets, and got a nice little 5 or 6 yard gain out of that.
Looks like they're taking Wilson out right now, putting in Wilkins, getting some fresh legs, and
Fred Wilson playing linebacker on that last series as well for the defense, so I'm sure he needs a little breather. 3 wide receivers to the bottom. David Gutierrez under center, takes the snap and hands it right up the middle to Cameron Wilkins. Cameron Wilkins squirts ahead for about 2 yards. So now we'll be looking at a very manageable third. Excuse me, they're going to give him the first down, so we don't even need to worry about third down, folks. First down for Del Valle. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. We have a 5-point lead over the Akins Eagles, 19-14, and a new set of downs.
And here they are again, Chance, controlling the clock, pounding. This is normally about where they seem to hit that home run ball on an outside handoff, and let's see if it'll come here.
David Gutierrez under center again. 2 backs, 3 wide receivers. The handoff to Wilkins again as he bounces to the right side. Squirts it through a couple of white jerseys, drops his head, and gets down to the 27-yard line. Nice little 7 or 8 yard scamper by Cameron Wilkins.
Looks like we got an Akins player down on the field, Chance.
Cameron Wilkins is doing a really good job. He doesn't do anything fancy. He runs straight north and south for the most part. Doesn't do any fancy juking or spin moves, but he protects the ball, lowers his head, and makes another guy pay for trying to come in and tackle him.
Yeah, no, and I've seen, I don't know what happened here, but I've seen Akins guys tonight multiple times getting off the field slowly because they had to run through Wilkins to make a tackle, and that's something you love to see on the Del Valle side.
Folks, we have an injured player down. It does look to be did you see it was an Akins player?
Yeah, it was an Akins player.
Akins do have an Akins player down. Real quick, Chris, on that fumble recovery by the defense, tell me again who you said you saw it was that scooped that ball up?
Larry Stiles, I believe.
Larry Stiles, okay.
Yeah, being at the right place at the right time.
That's what it's all about. You see that ball hit the carpet, and it's time to make a move on it. So good to see that young man for Akins get up off the field. That was number 51, Josh Trummel, or Termel, maybe. I apologize if I get your name wrong, Josh, but we're glad to see you getting off the field. Excuse me, I am calling the wrong player completely. The injured player was Jackson Scritney, but he is getting off on his own power, so good to see that. Great sportsmanship by both these teams as they took a knee while that young man was laying on the turf. And now your Del Valle Cardinals are ready to complete this series. Now looking at a 2nd and 2 with 4:25 left in the third quarter with a 5-point lead, 19-14 over the Akins Eagles. Ball is back in play. 3 wide receivers, single back. David Gutierrez under center, takes the snap and hands the ball off to Wilkins. Wilkins bounces to his right, and he is going to be stuffed at the original line of scrimmage. Little extra shoving going on down there on the turf. And we're going to have flags come in late as a Del Valle Cardinal takes the field, not because he was there's a little extracurricular activity happening.
Coach is in there, and he is upset, Chance. He is not happy.
He has got his hands on one of his own players, letting him know that this is not the way Cardinals play football. I am not going to call this young man out. Coach is taking care of it right now. So we're going to let things go the way they're going. Cardinals are taking accountability for their actions as well as the Eagles. Just a little extra pushing and shoving, nothing too major, but we're going to have offsetting penalties, I'm sure.
No, I believe
we just had an Akins player ejected from the game.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's what the referees catch, and I believe they caught Akins on the retaliation.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was number. Was that number? No, that's number 50 being ejected from the game. That is Patrick Dickerson, defensive end, offensive lineman.
That's the senior for Akins as well.
Akins, one of their 32 seniors, and they're going to be down to 31 seniors for the rest of this game.
Wow, they're running out of seniors, Chance.
Man, oh man. Don't see too many ejections in high school football, but number 50, he's going to get to sit on the bus and get that Chick-fil-A a little early today. Well, they're going to mark off 15 yards as well. That's going to go in favor for Del Valle also. Big penalty going against Akins there.
Yeah, well, it was some extracurricular stuff. Del Valle was involved too. I'd like to see Del Valle settle down right here, Chance. Forget about that. It went in their favor. Continue the drive. Put some points on the board. Give themselves some breathing room.
So the ball is back in play. Del Valle has 3 wide receivers, 2 backs. David Gutierrez is under center, and it is Fred Wilson who's going to get the carry straight up. And oh my goodness, he was open and going to the races. The turf monster or a shoestring tackle, one of the two got him. He goes all the way to the 39-yard line. Huge first down after that little mix-up, letting the Akins players know, hey, we still have the momentum.
I think Marcus Jones for Akins got a shoestring tackle their chance because he was gone. He was off to the races.
3:47 and counting to end this quarter. Del Valle leads 19-14 over the Akins Eagles, and they're driving down the field as they are now on the Akins 41-yard line. David Gutierrez under center. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Handoff to Fred Wilson again as he goes right back up the middle, and he's going to go down at the 36-yard line, and we will be looking at a very manageable third down. Nope.
Yeah. Second down,
Second down and 6. I'm trying to take it down away from our Cardinals.
And Fred Wilson's running like he's been on the sidelines, which he has.
Yeah.
They're getting these running backs in when they need to, and here comes Wilson trying to finish this drive off.
So Jonathan Montoya, who's been playing the fullback position all night, he's been doing a great job of blocking for his backs. It doesn't matter who's back there. We want to give him a quick shout-out. 3 wide receivers to the bottom, and it is a handoff to Fred Wilson around to the left side. He's going to make a move or two, and he's going to be down at the 35-yard line. So nice little 2-yard carry, and now we're going to be looking at third and about 3, maybe 4 for your Del Valle Cardinals.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see. Third and short chance, third and manageable.
It's 2.5 minutes left to end the third quarter. 19-14 is your score, Del Valle over Akins. They are moving down the field. They're at the Akins 35. David Gutierrez looking to the sideline. 3 wide receivers. Again, Montoya at the fullback position. And Fred Wilson still at the tailback position. Gutierrez looking for the snap. Throws a quick pass out to the right side, and it would have been caught by Nathaniel Washington, but the play is called dead. Looking to see what the call is. It's going to be false start against Del Valle. So back them up 5 yards. We're going to go from a 3rd and 4 to a 3rd and 9 with 2:04 left in the third quarter.
It's going to be right at that range chance where they struggle. So I would assume that we're going to see Gutierrez throw another ball, look for a quick slant right here. Is the wide receiver screen chance? Do you think the wide receiver screen's a little out of range right here? What do you call right here?
I would like to see that slant pass over to Nathaniel that produced those 6 points in week 2.
Yeah, and we've done it a lot. We've hit on it a lot. So we'll see if we can get that done right here.
So Montoya is out at fullback. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Single back is Fred Wilson. David Gutierrez sends back in the pistol. He's at his waiting for the snap, looks to his left, and it is the slant pass, but it wasn't to Nathaniel, but it does produce the first down, and it is all the way to the Akins 28-yard line. Nicely done by this Del Valle offense.
Yeah, good call, Coach.
And
Coach
guess
Chance.
what? It was Nathaniel Washington to snag that pass.
Yeah,
I like it.
That was a well-thrown ball by Gutierrez. Put it right up high, away from the defender. Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for a better long third and 9 completion from a team that loved the running team, Chance.
Well, as much as I hate to take that away from Nathaniel, I would take that back. It was number 10. That was James Garner. So congratulations to James Garner to give his team another set of downs. 4 wide, 2 to each side, and as a handoff up the middle to Fred Wilson, who bounces it out to the left, and he's going to get a beautiful little 8-yard carry before he's driven out of bounds. And now they are at the Akins Eagles 20-yard line, make that the 21-yard line. So we'll be looking at a very short 2nd and 2 with 57 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's exactly what you'd like to see, Chance. Moving the ball, slowly controlling that clock. Looks like we got a guy coming off a little slow. I thought I saw some laundry, too, on the field, Chance. I saw something fly in the air, but I couldn't tell if it was yellow or not.
Block in the back goes against Del Valle, so they're going to back them up. It's now going to be 2nd and 12. 1st and 13. Waiting for the marker to get his sticker right. There he goes. 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Del Valle with 3 wide to the top, and it's a handoff to Cameron Wilkins, who bounces it out to the left side, and he's going to get about 4 or 5 yards back after that penalty.
He took a pop there at the end, but knowing Wilkins, he'll get right back up and be ready to go.
this Akins defense is definitely laying the hits down. Number 25 in the second quarter that got us that touchdown. Trying to get his name real quick.
I mean, this is a district game. You can feel the intensity. Both the stands are filled. We've seen probably this is the most hard-hitting game we've seen all year. That's what you get in district play, Chance.
So 3 wide receivers, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. 2 backs. Montoya back in at fullback. Gutierrez under center, hands the ball off right up the middle, trying to see the number. I think that's Wilkins, and he's going to get swallowed up, and he's going to lose about a yard. It was Wilkins. So he does lose about a half a yard, actually. So we're going to be looking at a 4th and 8, 23 seconds and counting on the clock.
And here you are in no man's land again, Chance.
Again,
I mean,
yeah.
we've seen it. We've seen it earlier in the game. We went for it, and I think we're going to go for it again. I'd look for the slant once again. Gutierrez maybe coming to the right side of the field this time.
Luis Escalante just a little bit out of his range. They are at the 26-yard line, 27-yard line. And it looks like Del Valle is going to let it run to the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, Del Valle leads Akins Eagles 19-14. When we come back, we'll see if the Del Valle Eagles decide to still go for it. 12 minutes are back on the clock, and when we come back, we'll close this game out. This is the Hit the Spot Cafe broadcast of Del Valle Cardinal football, brought to you live right here on the KMAC Sports Network at kmacsports.com. And for tonight only, very proudly on the iHeartRadio Network. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back.
If you're in the market for a fence, gate, or automatic gate opener for your home or business, Viking Fence is the company you want to do business with. The great folks at Viking Fence are the most reliable fence company in Central Texas and have been for nearly 4 decades. Viking Fence is the only fence company in Austin with an in-house custom iron shop, an access control division, its own lumber mill, temporary fence services, and a fence and gate repair division. They do it all. Call Viking Fence today, 837-6411, or visit VikingFence.com. When you think fence, think Viking.
Welcome back to the Del Valle ISD Veterans Memorial Stadium. This is the Hit the Spot Cafe broadcast of your Del Valle Cardinal football, brought to you proudly on kmacsports.com. Love the intro coming into the fourth quarter. Got a little eye of the tiger for your Cardinals. They line up 3 wide. Gutierrez is under center, and he takes the snap off to Wilkins. Wilkins runs to his left side. He gets up to about the Akins 33-yard line. Make that the 23-yard line, but we do have some laundry on the field.
Yeah, and that was third down. We thought we were coming into fourth coming out of that halftime. Sorry, folks. But
yeah, exactly. Thank you.
We got a holding here, possibly, Chance?
Possibly,
It's in that area,
yeah. It is against holding.
Yeah.
So we're looking at unofficially the 7th or 8th penalty against Del Valle. We have about the same penalty count against Akins. So they're staying neck and neck in the penalty department, which is something we could we don't want to stay neck and neck with them in.
Yeah,
we would like to minimize those to as much as possible.
I'm going to quick score updates for the folks listening. We got we have Vandergrift 14, Killeen 3, Elgin 0, Vista Ridge 21, Rouse 31, Leander 9, Bastrop 14, Dripping Springs 28, Round Rock 0, Coppers Cove 0, and Seguin and Lockhart have not yet started, or we have no score for them. But
okay, we
got Vandergrift and Cedar Park, a couple great teams in this area. Looks like they're going to get the W. Got some great football in the Austin area, Chance.
Absolutely. 11:30 and counting on the clock. 19-14 is your score. Del Valle leads 4 wide. Gutierrez is in the shotgun. He takes a snap and throws a bomb over his left side and over the head of his intended target. That was going to be Nathaniel Washington. Again, nice to see Coach still going to those longer mid-range passes.
You know what? I love that call right there, Chance. Let's go for it. Let's take a shot down the field. That's not really, if you're Akins, you're totally not thinking that. That's just not the team that you've looked at and seen on tape. But, you put it on that back shoulder. The worst thing that's going to happen is it's incomplete pass.
Yep. It was 3rd and 16, just so everybody gets a feel of what was going on here. The Del Valle Cardinals were at the 34-yard line. So, again, no man's land for Luis Escalante for the field goal try, but it looks like they're going to give him an opportunity to punt the ball. They let the clock run down for a 5-yard. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Yep, there it is. Delay a game.
Yeah.
It was a strategic delay a game. for the punt for Luis Escalante. So they were at the 35. They're going to back them up to the 40. The 39-yard line. So this does help Luis Escalante. It was a strategic penalty by Del Valle. Fourth quarter, 11-21 in the game. Sorry to cut you off, Chris. 19-14 is your score. Del Valle leads, awaiting a punt. Luis gets the snap. The snap is a nice punt. Hits it about the 12-yard line, rolls out of bounds at the 11. So pinning the Eagles back inside their own red zone. Nicely done by this special teams unit for Del Valle.
Yeah, you like to see that from your punter. High kick, spiraling kick. We've had trouble in that area tonight twice, so it's nice to see the snaps there. It's fourth quarter now, Chance. This is when those mistakes are magnified tenfold, so it's time to buckle down. Let's stop the big runs. Let's stop the big plays. I think if Del Valle can get this ball back, they were right there on that drive. It got cut short with the penalty. I think we get another shot. We're taking it in. We're ending this game.
So Akins Eagles comes back out on offense. They are on their own 10-yard line, 10 and a half or so, almost the 11. They come out with 4 wide, 3 at the top. We have a new running back in for the Akins Eagles. It's number 21. That's Malcolm Rogers. And Gonzalez takes the snap and throws it out to his wide receiver on the left-hand side of the field. That's number 82, Trey Akers. Trey Akers has brought in about 3 out of the 5 passes thrown his way tonight.
Yeah, that seems to be an area of the field, Chance, that Akins has been going after, is those flats with those little out routes with either the running back or the tight end. Our corners are going back playing man, and it's leaving that whole area open right there in the flats, and Akins is taking advantage of it.
So Lockhart's back in the game, and he gets the carry on this play, and it's going to go around to the right-hand side. He's going to make it to about the 21-yard line, maybe the 20.
Yeah, little hold there on Jermaine Jones, the receiver for Akins. Got just a little bit of hand. I couldn't tell you who the defender was, but that's a big hold call right there.
Absolutely. On a second and short, we're now going to be looking at a second and long. So second and 3 is going to go back to second and 8 with 10:30 left in the game. And your Del Valle Cardinals are leading the Akins Eagles 19-14 to start this district play.
A couple other Austin highlights. We got a Georgetown 17, Pflugerville 13 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. That should be a doozy, Chance.
So Akins comes out with 4 wide, single back, and it is Lockhart who gets the carry right up the middle, and he is met by his middle linebacker and broken off his own tackle. Wow. Oh, my goodness. I couldn't believe what I just saw there. The Del Valle Cardinals were coming in for that tackle on Lockhart, and believe it or not, two Cardinals trying to make the tackle actually accidentally knocked one of his own Cardinal players off the tackle, which I think freed up Lockhart to get about 2 or 3 more yards.
Man, Lockhart, he just never quits on a play, Chance. He keeps those feet moving, and he's tough to bring down. That's a kid that could be playing on Saturdays in the future. I mean, I love the kid's running style, and, hey, I mean, when you run like that, why not?
4 wide, Lockhart the back to take the ball, and up the middle he goes. He gets about 3 yards on the carry. So Lockhart still getting his touches tonight with 9:50 and counting in the game. Del Valle leading 19-14 over Akins.
Yeah, both teams are coming out with that same attitude, Chance. Establish the run. Who can finish the drive, though? That's what it's going to come down to.
Del Valle defense has shown that they can stop this Akins run if they need to, or the drives at least. 4 wide, single back. Gonzalez keeps the ball himself. And it is tipped off the fingertips of his intended target, number 80, it looked like, Will Cortines, and it is picked off by the Del Valle Cardinals. They're going to take over on, it looks like, they're going to take over on the Akins 47-yard line. That's going to be 2 picks tonight for this defense. Very nice job by the Del Valle Cardinals.
Chance to Marion Moore comes up with a huge play for Del Valle. That looked like some Palomalu stuff. Scraping the ball off the turf about an inch before it comes up. Perfect tip drill. You know they work on that in practice, and it showed right there. Heck of a play by Moore, number 27. Huge for Del Valle. They can finish it off right here, Chance, finish this drive. They might be looking at their first district win.
So Marion Moore doing a good job for his defense, coming through with the pick. Now his offense is back on the field. Del Valle with 3 wide, 2 backs, and it is a handoff right up the middle to, looks like Cameron Wilkins, who's going to get about 2 yards on the carry before he's finally stopped. So very nice, hard-nosed running. Very good job by Coach Burton with this running game, keeping the clock moving and keeping control of the game throughout the entire time this game has been going on.
It's a little risky right now, Chance, but on second down, I like that quick slant right here. Akins is they're bunching up. They're expecting that run, and we've given it to him. Maybe switch it up right here.
David Gutierrez under center, 3 wide to the top, and it is a handoff looking to Fred Wilson this time, who's back in the game, and he's going to get a nice little 3-yard carry to the right side. Right hash marks is where he ends up. So now we're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Very manageable for this Del Valle offense.
And this is just an old school classic. Almost seems like a rivalry game, man. Just run, run, run. Who's going to stop the run?
And the Del Valle offense doing a quick job getting up to the line. 3 wide, 2 to the top. Montoya at fullback. Gutierrez in pistol. And that
beautiful pass.
Quick pass out there to the right side, and it is picked up. And we're looking at a possible first down,
close,
depending on the spot. Trying to get a number for that receiver. It was not Nathaniel, I know that. It looked like, that was number 10. That was going to be James Gardner.
Little short, Chance, little short here.
Okay, that's all right. So 4th and short, and if I'm coach, I'm going for it, and that's what he's doing. David Gutierrez is going under center.
Sneak.
Big time up the center.
Oh, no. We may have left too soon, Chance.
Yeah, you can see a little more pushing and shoving down there on the field. This is definitely some chippiness between these two teams.
I really like what they did right there. Gutierrez being the leader that he is, lined everybody up. Boom, quick QB sneak. Probably would have picked up about 3 yards.
So waiting for this call. Laundry on the field. Going to be a false start going against Del Valle, so they're going to back them up. It was 4th and 1. Now we're going to be looking at 4th and 6.
What do you do here, Chance? On your own 46, it's tempting, but I like it. I like the call. And Escalante had a great kick earlier, hit him with the coffin corner down on the 10-yard line. This is right in his range where we saw him put it right there last time.
Well, this Del Valle defense, they did a good job of making something happen, getting an interception. Luis Escalante's been great on special teams tonight. His kicks have been on the point. So we'll be looking at another great punt by him. The returner for Akins is all the way back at the 2-yard line.
Ooh, we might have an offsides on Akins, which could bring this bad boy back down to 4th and inches.
That's exactly what it looks like we're going to get called here.
And hey, by the way, Escalante 2 better catches than his kicks. On the snaps there.
So looking to the call. Here it comes by the head ref, the white hat himself, encroaching.
Yep, we're gonna try this 4th down again, Chance.
That'd be interesting to see. Yeah, we got 4th and 1. Looking to see if we get any changes in personnel here. David Gutierrez is talking to a coach. Luis Escalante is coming off. Here comes Fred Wilson walking out on the field.
The way we've been pushing tonight, Chance, up front, I'd like to see that same QB sneak, get him going. Gutierrez is small enough. He'll find a crack, pick up the first.
I think they need to do it quick again like they did a while ago. He needs to walk out there, act like he's trying to get the play together, have everybody lined up, and then just slam it through there.
And I think Coach Burton wanted that. He was kind of waving the special teams off real quick, trying to get everybody out there, but
Coach Burton is actually checking the spot himself, seeing if this is what he really wants to do. So we're looking at 4th and 1, 6:47 left in the game. Del Valle currently leads Akins 19-14.
I like this call a lot, Chance. I mean, this is the beginning of district play. If this first down, if we can pick it up here and it leads to a touchdown, you're talking 2-possession game, but probably, the odds are in your favor of winning the game. I like it.
Coach just asked for the time to be checked. They add 10 more seconds back to the clock. So we go from 6:42 to 6:52. 4th and 1. Del Valle leads 19-14. We're looking at a 4th down play. The clock is whistled live. And David Gutierrez is coming out. Excuse me.
Running onto the field.
It is David Gutierrez. Excuse me. David Gutierrez is coming out onto the field. He's got a fullback, a running back, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the top. And now we have a timeout, and it's called by Akins. I think Akins wants to talk about it. They got a 4th and 1. They've got a 5-point
Well, I
They're
don't know
trailing
if
by 5 points.
I don't know if Akins may have wanted to burn that timeout chance. They, if they get down 2, it's something they might need all 3 of those. But it's kind of maybe Del Valle could be taking a shot, and Akins saw something that I don't see that happening, but I don't know.
I don't either, Chris. Why don't Chris, we got a moment here. Instead of taking a commercial break during this timeout, let's check out some more score updates from around the Central Texas area.
Yeah, we got the Rouse Raiders up on the Leander Lions. Lions coming off their first win in 2 years. Round Rock 33, Coppers Cove 21, Whitney 27, Castleberry 12, St. Andrews 41, Regents 14, and that's going to do it. This is opening week for district play, folks, and I get all my news on the late high school show, Fox Sports Southwest, late at night, and for anybody interested in high school sports, it's a great show. It highlights all the different areas in high school sports, and Austin gets a lot of love, as they should, because we're one of the powerhouses.
Well, the ball is back in play. The clock has whistled live. 6:39 on the clock and counting. 19-14 your score. Del Valle over Akins. And it's 3 wide, and it is another quarterback sneak, and it is going to be more than enough to get the first down. Looks about a yard past the first down marker. Nice little call by Coach Burton, and David Gutierrez executing that play to perfection.
And, hey, you look over at the clock, Chance, 6:30 left. You got a new set of downs. Keep running that ball. Keep running that clock. We get in field goal range. Heck, we turn this into a not 2-possession, but 8-point ball game, if else nothing.
Del Valle is on the Akins 36-yard line, and like Chris said, 6:18 and counting. Del Valle lines up 3 wide, 2 backs. David Gutierrez under center, and it's up to Fred Wilson. Fred Wilson squirts it right up the middle for a beautiful little 6-yard scamper. It's been hit hard tonight, and Fred Wilson is down again. He's been down a couple of times. He's gotten up every time on his own, and he does it again, but he's coming to the sideline. Hopefully he will be back. He's going to be he's been clutch at the running game, and we definitely need him at linebacker as well.
Yeah, that's a tough kid right there, Chance. He's been hit. He's been beat up. He's played both sides of the ball. Just when you think he's down and out, comes running off the field. Then 2 plays later, you see him in there stiff-arming 2 Akins guys for a 20-yard run.
Man, I don't know about you, but I wish we need to open these windows and see if I can get a free T-shirt thrown up here.
I was kind of one. I was hoping to catch a football.
Yeah.
The little.
Yeah, the little plastic ones.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Del Valle comes back out. 3 wide receivers to the top, single back, and it is Cameron Wilkins. Cameron Wilkins is going to squirt it out to the right side. He breaks 3 tackles. Oh my goodness! He runs back to the middle of the field. He still has 4 white jerseys on him before he finally gets dropped. He's going to get back he's actually going to lose about 4 yards on the carry. But, man, what effort to squirt out of 3 white jerseys. Yeah,
it maybe took about 8 white jerseys to take the guy down. And once again, the guy who makes the initial hit on him seems to be down after the play. The guy just runs with such passion and anger.
So we do have an Akins player down. Looks to be trying to get a number for you. Looks to be can't really tell it from here, folks, to be honest, but we hope he's okay regardless. Great sportsmanship by the Del Valle Cardinals and the Akins Eagles. Everybody taking a knee. You got any score updates for me, brother?
Yeah, we got Liberty Hill 14, Brownwood 14, Cuero 14. It's another team to look out for. 14-0 right now, and just a couple area games. Everything's starting to wind down, get down to the final minutes, Chance, and as the first week of district winds down, what do you think about opening night here?
Man, this has been the kind of opener we wanted in district play from the very get-go. I thought about it this entire week. I just knew that after coming off of such a good game against the McNeil Mavericks last week, that I just felt like that if this team can make the type of improvements that they made from week 1 to week 2, if they can make the same kind of improvements from week 2 to this game, that we could be looking at a very special night for this Del Valle Cardinal team, and it looks like we've seen it.
It's awesome football, Chance, and it's crazy. It is really awesome what district can do to these schools all around the area that have been playing each other year after year.
So 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. David Gutierrez comes back into the pistol formation. Wilkins still the tailback. The snap, and Wilkins right up the middle. He's going to make about 4 guys miss, and then we have a huge rugby scrum as they try to push their running back forward, but he is going to get about 5 yards back. So now from 3rd and 10 to about 4th and 6, 4:58 and counting. Coach Burton, again, he's in that no man's land area of the field. They're on the Akens 37-yard line, and looking to see, nope, Luis Escalante is going to come out for the punt. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another 5-yard delay of game call just to get a little more field advantage. But
field goal chance.
Oh, it is a field goal attempt.
They got to get it off.
Luis
1
Escalante,
second.
and it's
oh,
a
no.
bad snap, and it is gobbled. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, it was a bad snap. But David Campos did the right thing. He just went back, climbed on top of the ball, secured it, no turnover. They're going to get the ball back regardless, but it didn't give Akins an opportunity to scoop the ball up and do something that the Del Valle Cardinals definitely didn't want to see happen.
And it seemed like a little confusion on that play. It took a while to get everything set up. By the time we even realized it was a field goal, there was 5 seconds on the play clock.
Exactly. So just a little confusion on the special teams part. The first time we've actually seen any real confusion at all by this Del Valle team.
So here we go, Chance. Defense. Let's see what we can do.
Akins with 4 wide, and it is a handoff directly to Keenan Lockhart off Mike Gonzalez's hands, and he is gobbled up quick by this Del Valle front 4 on a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, it looked like Cameron Wilkins, right after running the balls, getting in there, makes a huge hit on Lockhart, who's been a hassle to bring down all night.
Akins has their memory cards over there on the sideline, the memory game. And it's a snap on a 3 wide, and Lockhart takes the carry on the right side, and he cuts it back to the middle. He's all the way up to the Del Valle 37-yard line before he's brought down. The run started at about their own 40, so a nice little 20-yard, 24-yard run by Keenan Lockhart of the Akins Eagles.
Yeah, you got to keep him inside, Chance. If he gets out to the outside, we've seen what the kid can do.
Akins lining up quickly, 4 wide. And is another quick handoff to Lockhart. Lockhart runs right up the middle, and he's going to get another 3 yards on that carry. So Akins lining up quickly, trying to get to the end zone. They are down by 5. They know what they need to have happen here.
Yeah, we're almost at about the 3-minute mark. This is a huge drive for Akins right here, and they could look for a pass right here, Chance, maybe interception.
4 wide, another handoff to Lockhart. Lockhart bounces it to the right side, and he's finally hit. He spins back to the inside of the field instead of going out of bounds, and he's finally hit. But the clock is rolling, and they are at the Del Valle 26, 27-yard line.
Wow. Chance picked up that first down after we thought he was going out of bounds. Then he takes a shot coming back in, spin move, falls in for a first down. I mean, Lockhart has been everything that Akins has asked him to be tonight.
4 wide, 3 to the top, single back, and it's Lockhart. Gonzalez takes the snap. He hands it to Lockhart, who runs right up the middle. He's going to break a couple of tackles, and he's dragging guys with him, and he's finally brought down at the Del Valle 19-yard line. Lockhart is showing that he's got the stamina to take this team down the field, and this Del Valle defense needs to step up.
Yeah, and these are the guys, and, we've seen it, Chance. They've been playing both sides of the balls. Last 2 minutes of the game, they got to step up right here.
4 wide, 3 to the top. Another handoff to Lockhart right up the middle. Lockhart's going to get met at the line of scrimmage and driven back. Take that back. He's going to get about 1.5 yards on the carry. Still positive yardage, but not much as this Del Valle defense is tightening up.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Akins hasn't subbed a player. This is a big injury for for Del Valle now. They get to sub some players in. This entire drive, they haven't had the chance to get one backup in, Chance.
Well, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, that is going to be Keenan Lockhart, who's laying on the turf. We hope that he's okay. This will be a huge blow to this Akins Eagles offense.
Yeah, you'd love to see him stay on the field, man. I mean, he's been awesome tonight. This whole game's been awesome. And, Chance, we got 2:27 left. I mean, this is crunch time.
Yeah, you can hear, as you can tell by our crowd mic, how quiet it gets. That's just how much respect these two teams have for one another. The Akins family, the Akins football family, traveled very well tonight. If we could show you that they've almost filled up the visitor side here at Del Valle ISD Veterans Memorial Stadium, and it was Keenan Lockhart who was down, but he's running off the field, so we're glad to see that young man's not going to be out of at least the season, with whatever injury he may have had happen to him on the field just now. the Akins Eagles, almost said the Lockhart Eagles.
Yeah. What is going to happen is Lockhart's out.
Yeah, number 21 is in, and he gets a snap, and he's going to show from this first carry as a backup, Malcolm Rogers, that he can carry the load as well for the Akins Eagles. He gets down to about the 1-yard line. So Del Valle is pinned deep, 2:16 left in the game. They're up by 5, but Akins is threatening on the 2-yard line.
Well, we've seen Del Valle in this position 3 times tonight, Chance, and 3 huge turnovers. Can they get their nose in there and stop this? This is it. This is what we see what this front line's made of.
Mike Gonzalez takes the snap, hands it back off to Lockhart. Lockhart squeezes it through and gets it past the end zone and, past the goal line. So with 1:54 left in the game, Akins takes the lead one more time. Right now they have a 1-point advantage. Del Valle 19, Akins 20, pending the extra point.
Now I tell you what, Chance. They scored. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about what needs to happen now. We need to go down that field. We have a good field goal kicker in Escalante. If we get in that range, Chance, we're only down by 2. Does Akins go for 2 here? Yes, they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, it does look like it. They're going to try to make it a 3-point game.
It's a big down.
So Mike Gonzalez takes a snap and hands it off to Malcolm Rogers. Rogers takes the run right up the middle, and he's going to get the 2 points. 1 point of interest is I don't want to violate any rules here, but Mike Gonzalez is hurt. He walked off the field, but he is hurt. Don't know what the injury is, but he finished the 2-point conversion, but something happened in that play before, and that could play a role here if this Del Valle offense can't do something. It would be interesting to see what happens in this series and how much time off Mike Gonzalez will need.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, Chance. That conversion, we had him stopped in the backfield. He just pushed through and got in. Now here we are with a little under 2 minutes left. This isn't an offense built for a 2-minute drill. I'm sure we've worked on it, and I believe Gutierrez can make those short passes. What cannot happen on this drive, Chance, or it can end quickly, is if we get down to 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20. Let's keep everything positive in front of us. 2 minutes is enough to do something. I really believe so. You can still run the ball. We got 3 timeouts, maybe 2 timeouts. Yeah. So here it is. Let's see. I'm really excited to see this 2-minute drill from Del Valle.
Del Valle coming on, getting ready to receive the kick. I would expect to see a long kick as possible from this Akins special teams. Their kicker, number 17, Jose Arias, wearing those lime green soccer shoes.
Watch for a kick return here, Chance. I'm just going to go ahead.
And it is a nice kick. It's going to be picked up at the 14-yard line, out to the 20, then to the 23-yard line before he's leveled, trying to get a number for this Del Valle returner for you. Got my eyes on him, looking for a number, and that is number 1. That was Jamin Middleton, who just took a shot right in the chest. So we're going to be starting some Del Valle offense from the 24-yard line. Del Valle with 1:48, 2 timeouts. They trail by 3 points right now. All we need is a field goal to tie this game up, take it into extra time. But, of course, that's not what we want, folks. Del Valle Cardinal fans, you need to be on your feet right now. We want to see 6 points and then an extra point. We want to take this one all the way, no questions asked.
Yeah, and I believe that's what we can do, Chance. We've got to capitalize on each play.
Fred Wilson, the single back. Gutierrez in the shotgun, puts a man in motion from left to right, 3 to the right now. David Gutierrez looks to his left, spins to his right, looking still, scrambling, looking back to his left, spins out of a tackle, drops the ball. Oh, my goodness, he did not just drop the ball. Did that get knocked out of his hands? I thought he tried to throw it.
No, I just thought he tried to throw it there, Chance.
Okay, they're calling an incomplete pass.
Yeah, they're going to.
Down. Okay, they're going to call an intentional grounding, which I don't think they.
Well, because
he scrambled outside the centers.
Yeah, but you've also got to throw the ball past the line of scrimmage, and he didn't get it past the line of scrimmage.
Okay, so we're going to get intentional grounding, which is going to result in a loss of downs. So we're going to be looking at a 3rd down.
No. It's second. It is a loss, but that was first. So, yeah, second and long.
Waiting for everything to come together here, folks. 1:36 left in the clock for the game. Akins leads 22-19 over Del Valle. It is a penalty against Del Valle for intentional grounding. It is 2nd down. So 2nd and 10, 1:36 left to go. Del Valle needs to calm down, just settle down a little bit. This game's not over yet. You still have
we're good.
timeouts.
2nd and 15, actually, Chance. So we're still good. Yeah, let's get a little bit of that back. Continue this drive.
4 wide receivers. They are talking about it with the Akins coach. Akins needed a little explanation. The head coach over there, Humberto Garza. Humberto? The ball is whistled live. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. David Gutierrez in the shotgun. Fred Wilson lined up on his right side. The snap, he's looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Hit and scrambles away. Scrambles to the right. Get out of bounds. There he goes. Good job. Gets up to about the 26-yard line. So we're going to get about 4 yards on the carry. We're only going to get about 2 of those original yards back. So we're going to be looking at a 3rd and 8 with 1:29 left in the clock because David Gutierrez scrambled out of bounds and stopped the clock.
I like that play by Gutierrez right there, Chance. Pick up what you can and move on.
Yes, sir. Taking what the defense would give him, kept his head on his shoulders, did a good job, scrambled out of trouble. 1:29 left, 4 wide, pistol formation. Fred Wilson behind Gutierrez. Gutierrez throws a quick slant Patterson over to number 10. That was Gardner, and down to about the 47-yard line, 48-yard line. Nicely done by David Gutierrez on that nice quick pass pattern. And now your Del Valle Del Valle offense is at their own 45 and moving with 1:22 left on the clock.
Great play, Chance. Great play.
4 wide, same formation. Again, same pass over to Jamin Middleton. Middleton getting out of bounds at the 47-yard lines on the Akins side of the field.
Yeah, hey, I love what Gutierrez is doing right now, Chance. They haven't asked much of, or if not anything from him all game. And here he is with 2 minutes left. 2 huge plays. Huge plays, Chance.
2nd 3, 1:15 left in the game. The clock is stopped. Gutierrez looking to the sideline. Same formation, 4 wide. Fred Wilson in the backfield. Clock is stopped because Jamin Middleton did get out of bounds. Pistol formation again. The snap, and it's a run up the middle by Fred Wilson. Fred Wilson squeaks it up close to the first down marker. He's going to be about a yard short. I wouldn't be surprised to see either a hurry up or your first timeout taken.
Maybe a hurry up QB sneak, Chance. Catch him off guard. Just get it and go.
David's calling the play. Offset not but shotgun. And it's a pass out to Fred Wilson, who's going to get the first down and then some before he scampers out of bounds at the 41-yard line, 42-yard line. Still, this is a Del Valle offense that has come to life, folks.
Chance, we got a senior in Gutierrez. We got a senior in Wilson in the background. 2 huge senior plays right there. Gutierrez getting the ball to the right man. Wilson making the right move, picking up the first down, and getting out of bounds.
So the clock is stopped. 50 seconds left on the clock. 2 timeouts by both teams. Akins currently leads 22-19 over Del Valle. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Gutierrez in the pistol. Wilson behind him. Takes the snap. Looks to his left. Scrambles to his left. Stops. Plants. Throws. Almost caught by his intended target. That was James Gardner again. Went right through his hands. James Gardner shaking his hand a little bit. Probably got a little stinger like a baseball pitch on that one.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. It was a bullet, and there was about 3 red jerseys right in the vicinity where Gutierrez threw that ball, and it was kind of like, who's got it, And we got a hand on it, but, hey, no harm done. Still clock not moving. See what we can do.
44 seconds, 4 wide, single back. Gutierrez fakes the handoff and throws a nice ball pass.
He's gone deep.
He's going to his head. Touchdown, Del Valle Cardinals. In a beautiful pass. They tried it 3 times tonight. The 3rd time was we were looking at a lead with 36 seconds left on the clock. Del Valle has taken the lead for the 3rd time this game. Beautifully done by David Gutierrez all the way to his wide receiver. What a wonderful job by Jamin Middleton to bring that ball in, scamper into the end zone. You may just have your play of the game right there, folks.
No chance. You have your play of the game right there, folks. Wow. It doesn't get better than that, Chance. Clock, time running low. Gutierrez, the senior quarterback, hadn't been called on much to do anything tonight, comes through in the major moment.
And Luis Escalante goes for the extra point. The extra point is blocked, but it is picked up, and we are going to be looking at no points, but hey, We have a 2-point lead with 36 seconds left on the clock. Extra point was blocked. It's the second time tonight that Luis Escalante's had an extra point blocked. But right now, your Del Valle Cardinals with a 3-point lead, 36 seconds over the Akens Eagles, are looking to win the district opener right here at Del Valle ISD Veterans Memorial Stadium. Folks, if you are just now tuning in, you are turning into a wonderful game. It's been back and forth the whole time. Akens, who suited 32 seniors, which is exactly the same number of players that this Del Valle team suits, is coming out of the gates. They have shown this district that they can not only win, they can win big, they can win in the clutch. And right now, Del Valle, their defense, is looking to show what they've been doing all night. If they're not, they need to keep their head on their shoulders, keep the play in front of them. Don't give up anything big. Both teams have 2 timeouts. This right here is what Central Texas football is all about.
Yeah, Chance, you got to love it. You got to love these sidelines going crazy, looking at the fans, pumping them up. Fans are going crazy. Great play. I'm going to go back to my analyst view just for a second. We did miss that extra point, folks, so it is only a 3-point game still. So, you know, we can't give up the big play, period. But we also got to keep Akens from getting those 20-yard chunks.
So Del Valle coming back out to kick this ball off to the Akens Eagles. Akens have shown that they can move the ball on the ground, have had a couple of issues passing the ball. Will be very interesting to see what happens here. The momentum shift was huge on that play.
Yeah.
The ball is up. It's a high kick. It's going to be caught at the 21-yard line. Not fair caught. And beautifully done by this Del Valle special teams as the carrier gets it up to the 28-yard line, but only gives up about 5 or 6 yards on the return. Looking for the returner on that. That was number 21 for Akens, Malcolm Rogers, who's come in and ran a couple of huge big plays in that last offensive series for Akens. So good to see Akens noticing the good hands by that young man, but even better job by Del Valle staying in front of that play and not letting anything big happen.
Yeah, staying in their lanes, Chance. Del Valle did a great job right there, staying in your lanes. You just gave up, or you just took the lead with 30 seconds left. Emotions are running high. Sometimes that's where you can see mistakes happen. Right now, Del Valle's got to stay mentally strong, keep everything in front of them, walk out with the home opener and district play.
So Akens is coming out. They have 4 wide trips to the top. That is Keenan Lockhart at running back. Mike Gonzalez looking to his left, throws to his left, and it is caught. No, broken up. Nicely done by this Del Valle defense. That was number 11, Marcus Ortiz, breaking up the pass.
Yeah, the Akens coaches over there run a pass interference, Chance. Unfortunately, the ball hit him, Ortiz, right in the back of the helmet. Therefore, no flag.
3 wide receivers to the top, single wide receiver to the bottom. Keenan Lockhart to the left, to the right of his quarterback, Mike Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking to his left again, throws to his left, and almost picked off by this Del Valle defense on that high pass. His intended target, number 80, Will Cortinez, unable to bring it down. We are now looking at 3rd and 10, 19 seconds left in the game with a 3-point lead in favor of the Del Valle Cardinals over the Akens Eagles. This is what it all comes down to, folks. 3rd and 10, it's a 4-down territory regardless. Mike Gonzalez takes a snap, hands the ball off to number 2, Keenan Lockhart. Lockhart runs up the middle, bounces to his left, and finally gets out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So he gets a nice 16-yard carry. 13 seconds left on the clock, and now they have a fresh set of downs.
Oh, 27 for Del Valle. Got to be careful there, Chance. An extra nudge out of bounds. Coach Burton's having a word with him right now.
Emotions are running high.
Hey, that takes a lot to hand the ball off to your back and say, hey, go pick up 20 yards and get out of bounds.
First down, 13 seconds. Del Valle leads by 3. Akens with 4 wide, single back. Mike Gutierrez looking, scrambling, throws to his left, and
oh my God!
Oh my goodness! What a
4 seconds! 4
by
seconds.
The Akens Eagles. 22 was the receiver on that, Jermaine Thomas. 4 seconds left on the clock. As soon as this ball is placed, it is live.
And they're in field goal range with that pass, Chance.
I almost guarantee you one of these teams is going to call a timeout. And that's what happens. We do have a timeout called. Did not see who called it. Going to see it was Akens. Akins just threw a nice pass. They are on the Del Valle 18-yard line. Folks, we're not going anywhere. 4 seconds left. Del Valle is being pressured. The Akins Eagles are inside the Del Valle red zone. They are on the Del Valle 18-yard line.
Well, you can add that to the magical heave-ups that Akins has had tonight, because they just threw one up, double covered, and somehow Akins magically came down with it. But that extra point on our score chance is going to give Akins a chance to tie it here.
Jermaine Thomas was the receiver on that pass by Mike Gonzalez. Mike Gonzalez is going to hold it. They're going to go for the field goal right here. 4 seconds left. They're going to try to tie it up. I'm actually a little surprised.
Well, I think you got to, Chance. 18
I think
18
with 4
yards.
seconds you go for a pass. I mean, I'm not cheering for Akins. Don't get me wrong. We are here for you folks at Del Valle.
18 yard. Here it goes.
Oh,
It's bad snap.
Woo! It's a bad snap.
Game time, baby.
The ball game is over, ladies and gentlemen. Del Valle has won their district opener on a bad snap to the holder, which was Mike Gonzalez for his kicker. His kicker, number 17, Jose Arias, unable to pick it up and do anything with it. And Del Valle has won the district opener 25-22 over the Akins Eagles. And now they come to the center of the field to shake hands.
And look at Coach Burton. Look at Coach Burton, middle of the field, just going crazy, baby. He was the first guy on the field, Chance, doing a chest bump with his player. I think he got higher than the young kid did.
Unbelievable play by this Del Valle team. They came together as a team. It took 3 weeks of trial and tribulation, but they got through it. They played a great game last week against the McNeil Mavericks, and this week they put it all together. Still a few mistakes, still having some issues with penalties, but you just saw a team with 32 players take out a team with 32 seniors, and they did it with heart and soul.
Chance, it took every player of those 32 players and every second of the 48 minutes that we saw tonight. And, I mean, this game was just awesome. It was awesome. The third quarter, it was kind of back and forth. It got a little slow, and then, boom, the fourth quarter was 6 minutes hit, and it was touchdown, extra point. It had everything you want in a good game.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed this broadcast on the KMAC Sports Network of Del Valle Cardinal football, brought to you proudly by Hit the Spot Cafe.